Okay, and we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight for Power P. It's every Friday night at 8 p.m. I'm Lady E, and you can catch me here every Friday at 8 or every Tuesday night at Clockwatch. We also do Sundays and Tuesday nights at 9:10 p.m. We have that every Sunday and Tuesday, so you can catch me on there too. And we also have In Your Face podcast hosted by Ritalin every Saturday and Monday at 8 p.m. So get on with that. And I'm Lady E, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. And thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It's going to be a great show. So, Montana, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hey, guys. Montana. I've been here a couple times too many, I think, sometimes. Never. I have a cooking show that comes out whenever I decide to put it out with my mother, that usually once a week. So, check that out. It's more about the dialogue than it is the cooking. I'm not Lady E. I'm not a chef. I'm just a traditional, old school Italian. We just kind of wing it. So that's kind of fun to be part of. And all of our Clockwatch podcasts are fun. So just meeting Andrew for the first time.
Hello. New kid on the block here.
So I'm excited. It's on you, girl. Go ahead.
My name's Andrea. New kid on the block. Clearly, I need to change my name. I need a cool nickname like you guys. I really dig it. I can't think of anything catchy, so maybe people tonight can kind of help me think of something. I'm definitely I'm a crazy Greek, so maybe like I don't know, crazy Greek something. Who knows? Born and raised in St. Pete, Florida. Finally, like meeting awesome chicks like you to do something like this. Kind of been a little bit of a dream. Would love to do stand-up comedy, but definitely will never get on stage. This is as close as I can get.
Maybe this will help you out.
Maybe. We'll see. But I'm here to have fun.
Yay.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I didn't know about you doing, like, wanting to do stand-up and stuff. That's great. So you're going to make us laugh all night. I'm taking it, right?
We'll see.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Just go with the flow and have some fun. So we have JoJo in here.
Jojo.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey, JoJo. Thanks for joining us tonight. So I guess I kind of just wanted to make a public service announcement real quick. Our show, Power P, is all about just women coming together, maybe some men sometimes, just because, we like to mix it up a little bit and get a male's perspective on things. But we realize that Power P may not be for everybody. I may not be for everybody, and I'm totally fine with that. If you don't like how I talk or what I say or what anybody else on this panel says, that's fine. Just keep it moving, keep scrolling. A lot of people do enjoy listening to us, and I really, really appreciate everybody that always tunes in, like the regular people, our faithful followers. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who does appreciate what we do every Friday nights. So that's it. That's all I want to say. But yeah, let's get into our first topic tonight. And what's the point of women faking it? This is a good question. It's a very good question. Andrea, would you like to start this one off?
Sure, why not? There's no point. You're selling yourself short, period.com. Like, here, let's buy a winning lotto ticket and just toss it, Powerball, out the window. Just, you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't want to say why I think some girls experience that, but maybe it's an insecurity. Maybe, you hear of what's it called with guys? Performance anxiety kind of thing, getting on stage. You know what I mean? Freezing. I don't know. Who's to say? Everyone probably has their own explanation of it, but stop it
right now.
Stop, please. And if anything, make it a race. and try to like go finish first, like
Yeah.
go to the finish line first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna back that and say I 110% agree. Stop it, quit it, because when it does happen, then you'll know it and you won't have to ask.
Yes.
And don't get all weird about it if it doesn't happen. It's not that big of a deal. It didn't happen.
yeah.
We're not like, it is what it is. It's not the end of the universe. Don't be so butthurt about it. It didn't happen, man. It's fine. You can try again.
It's not fine. It's not.
I mean, okay, but then I guess it depends.
It's fine for you to like lay there and just be like unsatisfied.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of a ninja skill because dudes can't fake it. You think about it, there's evidence. With a girl, I mean, if you want to, if you're not feeling it, I don't know, maybe you're just not feeling it, you're tired, headache, whatever. You can kind of.
You've never had a guy pretend?
No, they can't. There's evidence.
Well,
no, you can. They can.
I mean, they can, but are we talking about like, finale?
Yeah.
I'm talking like
they can't fake a finale.
But okay, I don't.
Either confetti or there's not.
I'm not gonna get graphic, but I have had performance issues, anxiety, as you said, and yeah, pretended like, oh yeah, I totally did, and totally didn't.
He did it.
You're talking about yourself or the guy?
The guy.
Oh. Did you call him out on it?
How do you not?
Oh, you did? What did you say? Like, where is it?
No,
Amen.
I was just like, oh, really? That's so like high school. Come on.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you? I don't know. Yes, of course I called him out on it. I had to. I think that's hilarious. I'm sorry. It's funny.
But it's like, what did you say to him? Were you just like, bro, why did you fake it? Like, you could have just stopped if you wanted to stop, or you were tired.
He drank too much and he's tired and was just done. And I'm like, then just say that.
Right.
You don't have to be like, oh, okay, that's great.
Did you ask him why he continued?
No, I didn't really care.
No.
I was kind of over it. I was just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, so whatever.
Wow. Damn. I think the point of women faking it is probably just because they're over the whole situation, or maybe it's lasting too long, or they're just like, they're tired, or maybe like they're not feeling it. Like they're like, it's not what they expected, or maybe they wake up from their blackout and they're just
see the wind blew the wrong way or something.
Or I don't know, like. Yeah. But women faking it, I feel like I did that a lot more in my like early 20s.
Yeah.
And now like I'm in my early 30s, and it's like I don't have time for this. Like either you do it or you don't, and if you don't, I'm gonna let you know you don't. And if I'm still like not satisfied, I'll sit there and do it myself right in front of you. Like I have no shame, and I'll just be like, all right, well, you're done, I'm not. So either or you can help. Like those are your two things.
But what would they rather have you do? I mean, do they act out like, oh, just tell me if you don't, and you say you don't, and it's like, what did I do wrong? What can I do to change it? Like all like, it's just so pathetic.
And then you like get out of the mood at that point. You're like
crushed, killed. I'm not even in the mood to just finish whatever I start.
Nope, not at all.
Might as well watch
I haven't had an experience like that.
Ryan says, then why continue to have sex with that person? Well,
there's a lot of
either you really like the person and you don't want to hurt their feelings, and you want to maybe tell them in a nicer way, but not like in the moment. Maybe like later on, you'd be like, hey, let's try this next time or whatever. Like, don't be like so harsh about it, like, oh, get off me. Like, you're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, you can sexually grow with someone.
yeah, like if you're really feeling somebody, you're not gonna just stop having sex with that person. Like,
Right, because if you could show them, there's
yeah,
ways around a conversation around. If it gets to a certain point, though, then it's like, okay, there's no hope. He's a beast.
sorry, not sorry.
See,
Men fake it too. Sure do.
Not the finale.
you keep saying that they do.
No.
They
try
do.
to.
Unless you're shooting blanks.
It's just
They just pretend.
they
to,
pretend.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, and they make the noise or whatever. Or they're just
and
like,
just
Yeah, but
wipe
you don't turn around and like look.
why you gotta turn around?
I don't know. Make sure you're not messing my bed up.
Where are you at?
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah.
On your knees? You're like,
Andrew's like,
where is it at? Where is it at?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
on
on the ceiling.
Well, if you would know, like they can't fake it if they're in front of you, obviously, unless they're like inside you and then they do it. But then they're like, all right, I'm done.
Maybe in adult films, yes. That's like a whole other realm. I mean, obviously they're acting it most of the time anyway.
right.
What's up, Michael Fields?
Yo.
Rio.
Unreal.
Unreal. He says, don't have sex with that person if you have a future type shit. Just be friends and see what happens, because you got to see what's going on.
Amen.
Okay. But I mean, if you really like the person, you like their personality, you can see a future with this person, it's just lacking a little sexual chemistry, that's completely like repairable. Like you work on that. So you're not just going to turn somebody away just because they're not completely satisfying you the way you like, especially if it's only like the first or second time.
Right.
Like you can't judge the whole relationship or the future based off of just one or two times. So.
I like that Andrew disagrees though. That's cool. That's good. We like that. We like when we're not all like, yeah, totally. But we all agree on it. Good. I like that.
Hey, Matthew. He says, faking it isn't protecting him. It's setting him up to continue to fail in the future.
Yes.
Yep. Totally agree.
Yes.
And Michael feels no turn them the fuck if you don't like it at all. Okay.
Nah. It's not about not liking it all. Just sometimes there's other factors in it, like we talked about. I mean, there's other stuff going on sometimes in women's heads. We're very complicated, complex creatures.
Very, very. Very. But also, it's like we have to, if they're not doing something correctly, like we also need to take the initiative and step it up and show them, talk to them or like, hey, I like this or I like that, or just guide them in the right direction. Simple little things like that, can really make it that much more better. So if you just sit there and don't say anything, they can't read your mind.
Right.
Like, and you can't read their mind. Like, what if you're doing something that they are like, what the fuck is this bitch doing to me right now? Because I don't even like this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it goes both ways.
Yep.
Communication is key.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I like that you brought that up because I think that's the problem with those situations is that people don't speak up about it. And there's just a missed opportunity. Like, what do you people can go troll on the internet all day, but they can't speak up for themselves in an intimate situation. I'm sure there's a difference, but you got to communicate. That's intimate moments aren't easy to communicate, but what do you have to lose? You only have one life, you're only doing yourself a disservice.
Exactly. Yep.
Especially if like every woman is different, every guy is different.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you were doing in your past relationship is not going to be like the same as your current relationship. So learning the person's body and what they like is like it's a whole new person, whole new thing. So either you take the time to do it or it's a waste of your time, and keep it moving, because you can't just go throughout your whole life faking it every time.
Right.
A whole new world.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
You
thing.
hear me thinking that Aladdin song.
And Michael Fields says, sex is not everything. It's like being happy with yourself and them being happy with themselves. So y'all bring the happiness together so you can enjoy everything together.
Agreed.
Isn't it?
Is
Like,
Michael a dating coach?
what?
Is Michael a dating coach?
No. No, I think he's in his early 20s.
Well, Michael, you're a step ahead of the rest, let me tell you.
Right? I know. I think he's super young. I don't know. Michael, how old are you? Because you seem like you're an expert on this. We're definitely going to have you on the show one day, because he's one of our loyal, like, watchers and
I
followers.
think he's 24. Yes, I was right.
Yes, you were
Really?
right. You were right.
I pay attention.
You said just saying. And then
Michael was raised right.
men fake it if she's a lame duck. If I want target practice, I'll go shoot hoops and guns. Oh my god!
I'm gonna disagree with that one, but that's fine. That's
Right? I think I have to disagree with this too. Like, what makes her a lame duck? Like, what, did she just lay there and do nothing, or maybe
What,
she's
starfish?
for you?
I could see it being both ways. I mean, for sure, if I was a guy and she sucked, I'd just be like, "This sucks. I'm gonna get out of here as soon as possible." But
Isn't that starfish?
yes, starfishing,
Right? Is that what they call that?
Starfish.
There's that, and then there's when there's whiskey involved. There's when he's over the age of a certain age. There's just a lot of factors that go into it.
Oh, that's funny.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure women feed off the men's energy as well as men feed off women's energy, but yeah, if she's not feeling you personally, then she's not gonna do this extra shit that maybe you would love her to do.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the chemistry.
Yep.
You know, I mean, at least that's for
chemistry.
me. Like, I'm not gonna do everything that I think a man wants if I'm not even feeling the person who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why even? I'm not wasting my time with that.
Absolutely. Yep.
So Michael also says, the only thing you've got to lose is precious time that could be building yourself.
Yep.
The wise man is speaking now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 24.
Yeah.
He says, I know a lot. And he also says, I'm waiting to be on the show. Hey.
There you go.
Maybe next week? We'll see. I don't know. I mean, this is an all-women show, but we do allow men to come on every now and then if and only if you got something important to say.
Yep. Yep.
And Damien, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for joining us tonight. Says, oh, damn. Well, thank you for that. So have we all touched up on this subject? Anybody want to say anything else?
No, we overtouched it.
No such thing.
It was a thing.
Literally. This needs to be touched more. All right. Can you be friends with someone you're attracted to without hitting on them? Interesting.
Can we define hitting on them?
Maybe just making like sexual innuendos, or like, I don't know, maybe he does something and you're like, oh, that was sexy, you know, like, or just, I don't know, because it's weird, because if you give a guy, like, obviously we're women, but if you give a guy a compliment, they automatically think that you're trying to hit on them. And vice versa for men. Like men say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and women are just like, "I'm not interested." You know, like instead of just saying thank you and appreciating the compliment and moving on, and like maybe if they were like, "Oh, if she appreciates my compliment, she might want to like date me," and that's not always the case. Like just like say thank you, and then they're like, "Hey, do you want to like grab a drink sometime or dinner sometime?" And you're just like, "I'm not interested." And then they're like, "Oh, you're a bitch." Like, you know,
Automatically, right?
automatically, like, "Oh, you're
that.
a bitch," you know, whatever. But I think people should be allowed to tell compliments to people without hitting on them or trying to hit on them. So, but being friends with someone you're attracted to without hitting on them. I don't know. Montana, what do you think?
I mean, like what
Have
kind
you
of
ever, but have you ever had a friend that you were attracted to and didn't hit on that person?
I've had friends who are attractive humans that I've once the boundary is set and you know the boundary, no, I haven't hit on them. But you know, if I've also been married for 87 years, but let's say I wasn't and I was friends with somebody and there was a mutual attraction. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be hard, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think
Just
it would be hard.
something was, yeah, like you said, alcohol or no alcohol. I mean, like it depends on the situation. If there's alcohol included, you're gonna something might slip out.
Yeah. And
That's a tough one. That's a really tricky one too, and I feel like that's a trick question. I don't like it.
Reminds me of that saying, what is it? The drunk mind speaks sober words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much truth is behind that, but then again, I don't know. It's proven to be pretty accurate.
I don't know because every time I'm drunk and I say something and then someone tells me the next day what I said, I'm just like, oh my God, I said that. That's not how I feel. That's not what I think. No, now I have to do like damage control.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So maybe
I
it's
wasn't
just
ready.
no. But damn, I don't think every friend that I've had, I think well, most of the friends I've had, I've been attracted to. But like they've always been hitting on me. Like so it's kind of weird for like vice versa thing where if I did become friends with a guy and they didn't hit on me, that would first of all be weird to me because I've never had that situation. It's usually like I meet a guy, they hit on me and I turn them down and then we become friends and that's it. Or I date a person, it doesn't work out and we become friends. So
Yep.
I think, but I mean, I guess after you tried it out with somebody and you try to date this person and you just feel like you're not compatible with the person, I could totally still be friends with them and not hit on them because I know it's not going to go anywhere. Or I know I'm not going to take it to that next level just because of just getting to know them. Like I can be friends with them and just not want to be with them or think they're attractive and not want to be with them.
Yep. I agree with that. What do you think, Andrea?
I kind of want to throw a curveball because, like,
oh boy.
Okay, I'm an only child. I grew up on the block with all boys, so I definitely attracted to some of them growing up as kids. But even as an adult, I have attractive guy friends, and I mean, we all flirt, friendly flirtation. There it is, friendly flirtation. But as a woman, I know them as a person. Just because they're good looking doesn't mean it's going to become anything more than that. You know, I flirt just just because it's fun. We're friends, you know. But I have my own decision of, you know, it's not going to go any further than that.
Right.
And, you know, calling
Yep.
it practice.
Practice. I like that.
Practice
that too.
practice for the real thing.
Yep.
If you think about it, because if you know, like, I've been in situations to where I was out, you know, downtown single, and there was a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I have plenty of guy friends. I know some of them are very attractive. Some of them I feel like could be out of my league, but that helped me hit on single men out in the bar myself and have conversation and not feel weird. So
Right.
in a way, I kind of turned it into like, you know, think about what a guy goes through to approach a girl, a stranger, a girl at a bar. You know, it's a lot of courage. I definitely give them that. They have to have a lot of courage, you know, liquid courage or not. They definitely have to have a lot of courage to do it. And so I experienced it myself, and it's not easy, but once you get used to it, it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
when you just
rejection
do-
rate, I think, would be a little daunting.
I know, like I've never went up to guys except one time. I went up to a guy one time just because I kind of watched him a little bit and like felt his energy, and I knew he was like really shy because most guys always approach me, and but this was like I knew he wanted to say something because he kept looking at me, but he didn't because just like he was just so like I don't know, like, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh.
And we were like literally playing darts right next to each other at some bar. And he was with his friend, and I was with two of my friends. And like we were like this close to each other. But I'm like, damn, is he gonna like say something to me or what? Like I'm literally like about to throw myself on top of him, and he's just not doing anything. And I'm like, I wasn't used to that. And it took that, I guess, to like get me out of my shell to be like, I just went up to him and was like, I think you're like so sexy. You're so fucking sexy. And like that was it. That broke the ice. And we did the deed. No, just kidding. No, but we did exchange numbers and we were like talking for a little bit, but yeah. It was cool. That was in California, so I don't even know where he's at now. But
so that doesn't count because you didn't get rejected.
It was, yeah, but it was practice. Like I never did that before. So now if I go out and I'm like, oh, I see this attractive guy, I'm probably gonna have like the liquid courage in me, but still I wouldn't be so like scared to approach somebody. The next time, maybe.
Maybe.
I wonder what it's like to be rejected as a female if you go to hit on a guy. You know how women, you know how girls act.
Yeah.
Have either of you like?
I'm gonna do a test. I want to do like a little experiment. I do. I want to go out and I want to hit on every single guy that I feel like is attractive and just write down every single thing that happens with that one specific guy. And I want to see like I don't care about being rejected. I don't care about that. Like I know I'm not like the most attractive woman on the planet, and I know not every guy is going to be attracted to me. So it's kind of interesting to see what they would like do or say, or you know.
I don't. I would not be a part of that experiment at all.
I think
we're filming.
How about I go live and do it?
Oh,
yeah, we'd be
plot twist.
Totally watch that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Like, who wants to see Lady E get rejected by guys?
There's another chick on YouTube that I had watched a couple of weeks ago, and she comes up with like, you know, cheesy pickup lines, and someone films it, and she goes out into like a park, random strangers, because she used to be very shy, and I think one of her friends, like I don't know, I think that they came up with this idea for her to kind of help her get out of it, you know, get out of her shy shell, and
yeah.
Started doing it. But I mean, I've watched like a 15-20 minute video of her just in like some random park, you know, like, oh, did it hurt when you fell out of heaven? Or, you know, I lost my number. Can I have yours? She really uses all these funny, cheesy pickup lines. And these dudes like dig it. She picks up, I'm not going to lie. This
but
girl,
she's hot though. That doesn't count.
she's not like super duper like smoking hot, but she's not unattractive. She's a good looking girl, but I think it's definitely the confidence to just go out there and be herself and be goofy. These guys dig it. She has a very high percentile closing rate to getting these guys numbers.
Closing rate.
Closing rate. She's closing the deal, getting these numbers. She'll hit on not just guys that are by themselves. It'll be like sometimes it's a group of 2 or 3, friends, and she'll get at least one. And it was impressive.
That's awesome.
Very impressive. I'll send her to you guys. It's funny too. It's kind of comical. I was like, oh, chicks really do this.
I definitely want to try that one time, and I'll definitely either record it or go live doing it. So stay tuned for that, Clockwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's get to some of these comments. We have Matthew says, "Men fake it if she's a lame duck. If I want it." Oh, I already said that one, didn't I?
Yeah. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate
that. Okay, so here he goes. This is what I meant to do. It will happen at some point. It's human nature if there's an attraction here, especially if it's mutual.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah. But, yeah. I have a naturally flirty personality anyways. So even if I'm just being nice to you, people think I'm flirting and I want to get in your pants. And I'm just like, nope, that's not the case. I'm just being nice.
Yeah, it's not easy being chicks.
No.
Not. You're either a bitch for rejecting them, or you're a bit, some way or another, you're doing something wrong.
Right. That's how dudes ruin like friendships too.
Right.
Because you forget I have girlfriends that are single, so might not be me, but hey,
Right. And JoJo says I'm shooting my shots in 2020.
Might as well, girl. Yeah.
Do it.
Amen, JoJo.
This year, get your groove on.
Hey, that's my friend Valerie that I was telling you about.
Hey, what's her name?
Valerie.
Oh, okay, because it's some weird Valerie La Rio.
Wow, we might need a pronunciation.
What's up, girl? Thanks for joining us tonight. And Brandon says, tough question. I wonder why it's such a tough question. Maybe because it was your question, who you were like, hey.
That was his question?
It was. Sorry,
of course.
I'm face right now. But Damien said, I actually tried to keep my beautiful lady friend in the friend zone. She actually got topless on my boat this summer, where I kind of thought, okay. Long story short, I had to give her space because she kind of acted out when she saw talking to another female. Oh.
She was throwing it at him. He was not catching it.
Yeah, no, he was like, nope, friend zone.
He's dipping, dodging around that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she caught feelings when she was like, oh. And she's laughing. Sarah said, yes, the fuck you are. What?
I think she meant being beautiful. That's when that came in.
Oh, okay.
Most beautiful. That's what I think that's, yeah. I think that's.
Did I say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, thank you. Quincy says, nah, if you're friends with someone you're attracted to, you flirt, be it purposely or subconsciously.
Andrea is the exception then.
Listen, I used to be a bartender, so what I mean, it was kind of like a job.
Yeah.
It was.
So, but I used to be super shy, believe it or not. Super, super shy. And then the food industry kind of like did a 180 with me.
Yep.
I was.
But
I think we all were.
Yeah.
We were all pretty shy, really, really shy. I couldn't even speak in front of people or even order food. My mom had to order food for me. Like
so
it was
like 21.
It was bad, but I mean, I was 11 when I was like, all right, I'm done with the shyness shit. I think when I hit puberty, kind of, I was just like, fuck this. I'm saying whatever the fuck I want to say. But
I was like 19 when I really came out of my shell. Like I wasn't like super shy, but that's when I really just like felt the power inside and just kind of honed in on it and was like, all right,
Yeah.
I was 25.
Spread your wings.
Yeah, girl, 25. I was 11. I was an early bloomer. No.
I was
But
very
no,
ugly duckling.
I was 11 when I became way more outgoing, but also wasn't outgoing at the same time. Like I was still really shy until probably when I turned 18, and then just full blown out of my shell. Because like that was my job, was to go talk to people. So as an exotic dancer, you kind of have to get out of your shell at that moment.
A little bit.
Just a little bit if you want to make any money. So, anyways, let's go on to the next question. She says, "Hi."
Oh, it's her
That's
alien.
That's her alien.
Yes.
We have to get Andrea one now.
I know. Brandon was telling me like duh Greek, but I'm not all about the duh.
I don't like
Greek.
duh. Why is he always trying to put duh and shit? Like we're not.
Yeah, I don't know. We're from 21st. It's all good. The answer is no.
The answer is no. Okay. Clockwatch has spoken. My name is Howard.
Oh, I get it.
It's my alias. Oh.
You guys didn't come on. Are you serious? You guys didn't know figure
I'm not good at puzzles.
I did not.
I'm street smart.
I did not
I'm
see
street
that.
smart.
What is the La Rio one? No. That was confusing me a little bit. That's why I was like, huh? You said
When
Valerie.
she said Valerie, I was like, oh, I see it. I play too much Scramble.
Wow. Scrabble? You're a Scrabble champ. Hey, if we ever go on
yes.
what's the show? If we're going on Wheel of Fortune, Montana.
Ugh. I don't know.
We're voting you in.
Yeah, I had to watch that the other day in the hospital. When I was there, I was watching it for hours, and I was like, I had that. Totally got that. I'm talking to myself out loud.
I was like that on Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and I'm just like yelling out the answers on the TV. Like, I know this. I could totally do this show.
Jeopardy, I know one answer. I think I'm like, oh my god, I'm
the
a genius.
Smartest person on the planet. Yes.
Oh no, Jeopardy. I knew like one answer in the whole entire show, not
right.
like every answer. Yeah. Like
same.
But
all you needed was one.
Yeah. He says, "I'm shy as hell. I just know how to keep a mean mug."
Oh come on, Damien, you're cuter when you smile. Just
right?
how guys do to girls. Hey, girl,
just
put a smile on your face. You're so cute.
So, like, I don't want to fucking smile. That's why
I don't want to talk to someone that's mean mugging.
But like, who walks down the street or in like somewhere with a smile on their face the whole entire time? Like, guys come up to me and like, smile more, smile, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I smiling at? Why would I walk away or walk down the street with a smile on my face? Like I'm a crazy person.
So is a mean mug? Is a mean mug the men's equivalent to a girl's like resting bitch face?
Yeah.
Is that like equivalent?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Mean mug and resting bitch face. That's what I have. Resting bitch face.
Everybody's allowed to have a bad day once in a while. It's all right.
Or 99%.
But that's just my face though. Like I'm not mad.
You're resting your happy face.
Right. My cheeks need rest sometimes. They can't just.
Oh, they hurt. They hurt every podcast we do.
They hurt. Yes.
Oh my god.
Smiling so much.
Tony, what's going on? What's going on with you, Tony? What you doing tonight? Let us know. What are you up to tonight? Are you joining us for our shenanigans and our craziness to answer these questions that we're doing? Hey, Mommy Chula, that's my BFF. What's up, girl? We love you. She's been on Power P a couple times.
Who is this?
Come back, Rebecca. She's been on Power P a long time ago. Long time ago. She'll be back one day, hopefully. We'll see.
She can take over when I'm.
Yeah, totally. She should. I don't want to confuse you any more than I already have with my weird username.
I like it.
Goofy.
All All right, we have a very, very long comment right here, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna erase your face. Scott Keller, what's up? He says, you'd be surprised what men are attracted to. Depends on how attracted they are to you. You can be friends like casually at the gym, for instance, if it's a vague attraction and never think about it twice. If she's your Super Bowl, you're hitting on her.
Then can you consider her a friend then? That's not really a friend, that's a conquest.
Right. I agree.
You all don't always make it to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
No.
come on, guys. I'm a Giants fan, okay?
Oh, my roommate's a Giants fan. There you go. I'm surrounded by you guys.
Yeah, good.
Loyal.
We have to be.
Loyal.
We have to
Loyal. You're not doing too bad.
Says, yes, I mean mug all the time.
Yeah.
Matthew says, telling someone to smile is almost setting yourself up to get your feelings hurt on the spot. Yeah, well, guys still try to do it.
be.
So
A lot.
How do you guys respond if a stranger guy cat calls you and like uses that line?
like what? Smile more or
Yeah.
smile. The world's not that bad. You know, I've heard that one.
I've had people on here comment on the podcast saying things about me not smiling or having resting bitch face, and I'm just chilling. I'm just listening. I'm taking it all in. I'm observing. I don't know. It's not like super offensive, but I'm not. I don't mean to look like I'm angry. I'm not angry. Just not.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know.
I've had people too. Right.
It's if you're constantly like this, like then there's something you're a little off about you.
Right. Nobody walks around with a smile on their face 24/7. Like it hurts. You don't feel that? Like do you do that? Does anybody in this whole world do that? No.
We wouldn't need Botox. It'd be out of business. Botox would be out of business.
You would need Botox for right here because your face is constantly. Oh, and right here because you have like
and here.
lines. Right.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna smile the whole time.
At that point, your whole face needs Botox.
That's a good thing to say to somebody who is like, smile. Just be like, well, are you gonna pay for my Botox if I smile?
That's a good one. I like that.
Because my face is set for life.
Set. It's resting. It's
Anyway.
resting.
It's my resting.
It's resting. It's my resting face.
I don't want to get wrinkles, guys. God.
Don't make me laugh.
My resting anti-wrinkle face.
This is how I laugh.
My resting young face.
Yes.
My resting youth face.
That's fantastic.
And mommy says, no, I can't be just friends with someone can't be friends with someone I'm attracted to. What? Why not? I want to know why you can't. Because are all your friends ugly then? Like, or do you just not have guy friends? Like, you just like, guys are out, not going to be friends with guys.
So yeah, some chicks really don't have guy friends. I have a lot of guy friends, but some chicks don't. They don't do well with them.
Oh, she says it's my face.
Resting bitch.
Matthew says, I can't even picture any of you not smiling. Every one of these I've attended, you're all smiling all the time.
Because we love each other.
So much fun. Like we're all laughing and joking and having a lot of fun, and I love it. I barely not smile in these because like why not? I'm with my girls. I'm having fun.
Friday night, chilling.
Friday night.
Christmas music playing.
Not even Thanksgiving yet, Montana.
No. My son's.
It's her alarm.
His insulin alarm goes off the same time every night. I get made fun of every single time for it.
I'm ready for you to throw on some a little Christmas headband and stuff.
Some pencil.
Yes.
Pencil.
Christmas, yes. So no worries. I'm not.
I haven't either.
I don't
No.
want to be a Grinch, but I'm too tired this year to decorate. I didn't do Halloween. I love Halloween, and I was like,
I
I
didn't either.
know. I didn't do Halloween either, and I love Halloween. Like Halloween's my favorite holiday, and I did not decorate at all. I was so busy.
I
So
put a pumpkin out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll decorate your gifts, but I don't know about a tree this year.
Gifts. Oof.
My smile.
Damien says it's my eyes that do talking most of the time. Ooh.
He must be a Scorpio. Remember y'all were talking about Scorpios that one show?
Yes.
Yep.
He
Yes.
must be one. Are you a Scorpio, Damien?
You gotta know. What do you, because I mean, I say a lot with my eyes too, apparently. But I'm just like, when guys come in, be like, oh, you're like mind fucking me with your eyes right now. And I'm just like, bro, I'm like seriously just looking at you. Like, I'm not even attracted to you.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
oh, and then we have Dave. Where's Tweet at? Oh, where's Tweet's ass? Okay. Well, Tweet had some family business that she had to attend to, so she's not joining us tonight. Maybe a little later, hopefully. But I mean, everybody has lives here, so we do what we get. We do what we can when we can do it. And Jojo says, I saw E leaving work the other day. Trust me, she got an RBF. She did. She did see me leaving work. She was at the bar that's like literally right next door from my job. And I didn't even I didn't even know like she was over there. Usually I look over there to like scope out like, the crowd and stuff and be like, oh, should I leave right now or should I go like chill for a minute? But I didn't look over there that day. And when she saw me, I probably did have like resting bitch face, like a bitch. So I was like, I'm out this bitch. I'm done. Let's go home.
Oh, that was my next guess. Complete opposite end. Opposite of the Scorpio is the Aries. All right, makes sense though.
My facial expression will tell you all you need to know before I even say a word. Yep.
Same.
I'm the same way. All my emotions are on my face. And Dave says facts. Okay. Did everybody touch on this subject? Yes. Cool. Let's go on to this one. As an individual, are you fully aware of who you are? So we touched on this subject a little bit on Clockwatch on Tuesday night, and I actually stole the question because I want our other viewers to get a little insight of us as women and what we feel and think as individuals. So, we're just gonna retouch up on the subject a little bit. So, who wants to go first on this topic? Montana?
Want to go first, Andrea?
Nah, take it, Montana.
Okay, so I did watch this podcast, and I loved Lady E's answer a lot. I did agree with clips, though. I think I've evolved from my teens to 20s to 30s, and I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning who I am more and more and more every day. So I don't really know if I'm as aware as I could be right now, if that makes any sense. But fully aware, are we ever done?
No.
Like, I don't know if anyone's ever really fully aware like I said, in your moment, in where you are right now in life, then yes, I think I am fully aware, but God knows where that's going to be in the next, year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, so on. So it's kind of a tough one, but I respect people who say that, who really like you said that you're fully aware of who you are and what you've been through, and we all talk about being the black sheep.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've accepted that, but do you feel like you are fully aware, like fully aware?
Well, I agree with you in the aspect of saying like, I mean, we're still young. Like we're in our 30s and we're still growing and learning as a person. Like I don't think we ever stop doing that. Even
That's
even
fair.
if you're like
Thank you.
even when you're on your like deathbed, like you're still learning about other people, like all the nurses that come in and come and talk to you when you're laying there about to die, if you're like super, super old, like you learn about them and you learn about other things that maybe you haven't experienced in your life. So it's maybe that would change some little thing, of just learning about their story and who they are as a person. That could totally
Mhm.
change how you think and feel about a certain thing. So I think that's what life's all about. Life is all about learning and growing every single day from everybody that you meet. You're set in your ways at one point and you meet somebody who totally either changes everything that you thought of, or maybe one little point in your life where you're like, huh, like, okay, maybe I see where they're coming from, and I want to do better in my life, or I want to do change something about this or that I'm doing, or be better at a certain thing. So, I mean, you can know who you are, but just keep learning.
Yeah,
So,
it's a loaded question for sure.
yeah. What do you think, Andrea?
There's always room to not only improve but evolve. I
Mhm.
don't like to use the word change because, like, I myself had an issue with the word change. I mean, I think it's a common thing. People don't like change, but change can be good. Change can be very healthy. It's never easy. So for those of you out there who don't like change or don't want to be the same, like, change is hard. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, someone go to the gym that never worked out. It's hard, but
Mhm.
that's the point. Like, anybody can we're set up to handle things that we never thought we could. So, I mean, I definitely agree with both of you guys. We're evolving, and there's days I know who I am and there's days I want to be somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm ever going to be fully 110% aware of who I am, but I know who I want to be. So, I just try to be the best I can, and I fight myself mentally sometimes on the days that are hard, and
Mhm.
I'm one of those people that, like, lets the voice kind of take over once in a while, but
Guilty.
yeah, I mean, one, we're women, but two,
Yeah.
I overanalyze way too much. But the
Yeah.
moment I started to realize and accept that that's what I do, it
Mhm.
became easier to understand why I did it. Not necessarily to stop, because it's like that's who I am, but have a little bit better understanding of the reason I'm that kind of person.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know, I know what kind of person I want to be, so I just try to continue to work to be that person. I have my good days and I have my not so good days, and the not so good days you kind of just think, like, count your blessings.
Yeah. I know. I
So,
completely understand that. I'm right there with you. And everybody has those days. Men, women, everybody. And like you can't just be like you can't always just be the person that you are every single day. Like you want to be like this positive, outgoing or positive person and like control like everything in your life, and you just can't sometimes because your feelings, your emotions get in the way, like especially as women, like our emotions go up and down like all the time. So it's like as long as we pull ourselves out of that, I think that's what makes us like a strong being, just because we know how to like take ourselves out of what we're feeling, out of our emotions, out of our feelings, and like get this shit done. But were
it's not
you?
easy.
No, it's not at all. Were
It's hard to find that switch because I don't really think there is one.
you
I'm still searching.
There is, but it's like you slowly have to get there. Like whenever you are having those bad days, and it's like you have to really focus on yourself on those days, and like not worry about other people or what they think or feel or the guilt trips they give you about certain things. Like you have to just be like, look, I'm taking me. This is me, my day, only for me. So that's definitely important to do. But I guess I will read what I wrote about this question because Montana thought it was really great and nobody responded to it the first time. So I guess I'll read it again. I wrote, as of today, yes, I know exactly who I am. I'm the only one who knows my complete past and have lived it. I've struggled many, many years to find out who I was. Most of my life, I tried to live up to my family standards. It was a competition between my siblings and I. I lost every time. The feeling of never being good enough weighed on me. I've always been a free spirit, which is frowned upon in my family. I was a black sheep. I still am. As I got older and experienced life for myself, going through challenges and accomplishments, I learned more and more about myself. Every day I'm learning and growing. I'm far from perfect, but I know what I want out of life and refuse to settle for anything less than that. Or, sorry, refuse to settle for anything less than what I deserve and work hard for. I am strong, smart, beautiful, compassionate, empathetic, caring, determined, and an amazing mother who would go to hell and back for my kids. I know exactly who I am, and I love the woman I am today. So,
Amen.
that's what I wrote.
That was beautiful.
I know. I really like that a lot. I wanted her to read it again. I wanted to revisit this because I liked the. I figured we'd have different answers than the men.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So I think we can all kind of relate to that. 100%. I mean, like we said, we're all kind of the black sheep in one way or another. So
yeah, and I think that's why we all like connect really well because we know what it feels like to just be the outsider and I don't know, like try to make our own path in life and not think about how other people see us or view us. And it's tough. Like when you don't feel like you fit in somewhere, and then you finally do fit in somewhere and you're like, this is great. This is awesome. I'm finally meeting people who are just like me or who understand where I'm going through. And it's nice. It gets a relieving feeling.
Yep.
When you meet people, and like with soulmates, like when you meet people and you're like, I need to find my soulmate. Like your soulmate could be anybody, male, female, whatever. Like my soulmate, I've met so many amazing women throughout my life in my journey, and those women that I've met are my soulmates. You guys are my soulmates because we met for a reason. We're very close. I mean, Andrea, you and I just met, but I feel like we're still connected in a way just because like we vibe really well, and I feel like this could go somewhere really, really good. So I'm glad that you became a part of this. I really appreciate that.
But thank you.
Yeah, I just just going through life is just like life in itself is tough, and when you find those people that you connect with, like you don't want to let them go. You don't want to, I don't know. I'm rambling now.
No, we're with you. I agree with you 100%. It's tough. It's hard.
You're pouring your soul out.
It's hard to find your crew and where you belong.
I don't even think I have a man out there anymore that's my soulmate. I think all my soulmates are women, and I just need to stick to that and just be like, I'm just gonna. I mean, I don't know if I want to be with a woman like sexually and emotionally and be with that person, but I feel like it's weird because I used to get along better with men as I was older or as I grew up, and now it's like I get along better with women now. So
I was just gonna say something like that. Like, why couldn't I have been born a lesbian? I think I would have been better at that than. I love men, but I love men like as
at a distance, like
yeah,
go away.
yeah.
I'll call you when I need you.
Well, I mean, it's like a soul sister.
Yes.
That's what I like to call it.
Yeah.
My friend Paula was on her earlier. Her and I have been friends for probably like at least maybe close to 10 years. And what really like stood out to me, and her and I talk about this all the time, is where there could go like a couple weeks, couple months where we're doing our own thing, we're focused. Like she was in grad school, I was doing my thing with my career, and you might not talk for a couple weeks or a couple months, and then when you pick up, it's like you never stopped, and there's no you didn't talk to me or you didn't text me or where have you been? There's no like blame game or anything. It's just like, hey, you pick up right where you left off. Like it's like a sibling, like you have an understanding and a respect for each other that, we're all adults. We all have our own path in life. I respect my own path. I have to respect my own path, and I have to respect hers as one of my like best friends. But we pick up right where we left off. And to me, that's a core ground for a real friendship. Someone that you can be a little distant from, but when you come back together, it's like you never left.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, that's always been really bittersweet for me with a lot of my close friends.
Yep,
right. And they don't give you like the guilt trip of like, oh, you don't talk to me anymore. It's like we all know like everybody has lives and everybody is busy. And like you should be proud of your friend who is accomplishing their goals or living their life to the fullest, not just be like, oh, well, you don't talk to me anymore. Like you must not want to be my friend or, like that's high school shit.
Exactly. I agree with you 110%.
Yep.
Damien says, I totally enjoy my 40s. He's in his 40s. Damn, you look good for your age.
Damien, let us see your real face, Damien.
I've seen
not that side mug. He's got the side mug going on.
I went on his page like months ago when he was commenting on our podcast, and I was like, you look pretty good. I didn't know you were in your 40s. That's nice. It's good. You look good for your age. Matthew says, if you're not evolving and growing, then you're well on your way to dying. I agree with that. Yeah. Definitely have to grow. Valerie says, I'm fully aware of my experiences and how I overcome them, but I'm still learning who I want to be. Every experience molds you, and who you want to be can suddenly change based on the situation you encountered.
Very true.
I agree with that too.
Yep. Very true.
Oh, it's my girl. Hi, Lynn. She said, I agree. Love you. I've known her since I was in Nebraska, and she still lives there. I want to go see you. I love you. Thank you for watching tonight. And then Valerie says, I have my core beliefs that I live by and that are deep rooted. Mm-hmm. And she says, I'm closed and more loving and communicate with my girlfriends. They are my soul sisters. Or she says, I'm closer.
Communicative. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
So this fan that I have on, like, must have had an inch of dust on it. So if I'm starting to sniff it, yeah.
Is that why you're like sneezing? And...
sneezing. And, like, I'm trying not to.
Were you guys making fun of me while I was gone?
No.
I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I can't fight nature, guys. I'm sorry. I have to be honest.
I know. I can't fight nature. I have to go soon too. Gotta go soon too. Yeah. No, we were just reading comments, and she was talking about the ceiling fan, but
she's like Beyonce over here with this wind, Montana. I'm feeling it.
Listen, like, I should have turned it on because it is just dust is everywhere.
But aren't you cold all the time? And now you got the fan on?
Freezing.
She has a long shirt on. She's good.
You can't
You're
have
like,
this
You
light
give
on.
Beyonce a run for money.
You can't have this light on and not have the fan on. I hate this room. This room gives me the creeps.
Why? Is it haunted?
I don't know. It's just this is in the west wing of the house, so it's like no one comes out. I mean, I forgot there's even a bathroom in there.
oh my
It's
God.
creepy. It's creepy. I don't like it.
Bathrooms are a girl's best friend, especially when you're out.
Well, and it's right there, so I can just I can just mute it real quick and just go.
So, did we all touch on this subject? I think
Yep.
so. Yes, we did. Okay, let's go to the next one. Do you have any strange or unique phobias? And with that note, it's my turn to break. You guys
Okay.
talk.
So we were talking pre-show. So have you come?
We were. Well, yeah, we were talking about, I think I have normal phobias. I think I finally figured it out that I have, I mean, like tragic death phobia, you know, I won't go skydiving. There's that one, is that thought in my head. I've had a lot of friends ask me like, oh, do you go skydiving, this and that. And I think I like the idea, but I don't have bad luck, but I always think about that 0.0000 times, you know, to the 10th power 0.1%.
Yep.
That it's my turn, you know?
Yeah.
So that, or I don't know, your car just like flipping over the skyway when you're going over it, not to freak anyone out, but I don't know. I'm thinking it to extremes, but I guess a fear of like,
is that an anxiety? Like do you have them when you're driving, or do you just lay around and think about them?
no, it's just things that I think about. I actually read in a Psychology Today magazine that thinking about crazy things like that, just like, you know, when you're driving, you're like, oh, I wonder if I just steer to the left and go off the bridge. Totally normal. A lot more people think about things like that than you think.
It's
so when
called something too.
Really? Oh, I have to look into that.
Yeah, there's a word for it. It's when you're driving, you have like, for an example, you're driving and all of a sudden you go, what if I just went like that?
I think about that all the time. I don't have a fear of driving over bridges. Like, I don't really have too much fear of like flying. Although now that I'm older, when I was a kid, I mean, I've been flying since I was a kid to visit family up north. But now that I'm older, the takeoff and the landing, I do think about a little bit more.
Yep.
Just a little bit, but I'm not to a point where I'm like, you know, no, I don't really get anxiety from it. I just kind of close my eyes and say, well, you know,
I think those are pretty normal.
Hold your breath for a second, and yeah, I don't really get anxiety from like that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you're gonna go with I can see those. That's not super strange or unique. You have nothing else, nothing besides like spiders and.
I don't really mind animals. I'm not a fan of like wasps, things that fly and sting. Honeybees, I'm okay with. It's totally different. They're not really aggressive. My mom's like always been a wasp whisperer. She's got a pool in the backyard of the house, and it's like every time you go and lay out, they come out. And I to this day will get up, I'll go under the water, or I'll run, and she's always like, oh, you know, they're fine. They don't well, not a bee, but a wasp.
No,
honeybees.
That's right.
She'll say like, you know, they're not bothering you, this and that. I'm like, listen, I don't want it. She's the kind of person, it can land on her and fly away. She won't move. Me, I'm like, I see it 10 feet away. I'm like, no, I'm good.
I let them do it. It doesn't bother me. I just wait for them. Like, okay, hurry up, dude.
I don't mind snakes, spiders, anything. I don't know. Gosh. I'm not worried about. I'm not really about like animals. I mean, I've had to rid my own house of snakes before. Possums. I used to work with a guy that does wild animal removal. So I kind of picked his brain a little bit on stuff like that too. So I learned a little bit from that. You know, you have to remember that a wild animal is a wild animal. So they're only trying to protect themselves, and they can sense, you know, they can sense your anxieties and your fear too. So I feel like there's always definitely a way to handle different types of wild, scary animals. Not trying to wrestle a gator or anything, but
right. Yeah, no, don't do that.
I'm good.
Or her pet tiger and got on Netflix. And
Hey, we can.
Definitely.
Now that you bring that up, I tried watching that thing, the tiger thing. I couldn't get through maybe a couple episodes. I thought I kind of lost. It took my interest and just
okay,
gave
time
out the
out
door.
before you continue that. It takes a good 3. It takes 3, and then once it gets into like the like him and his boyfriend and him and his husbands, and then you're just like you can't get away from it.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a boyfriend and a husband. Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
you
There's
have to watch
multiples.
it. You have to
to.
watch it. It gets so good. It's so good.
Life
All right.
altering.
I'm all about second chances. For sure. For sure. I gotta go add it to my list again.
Because I did the same thing. I was like, I'm not even into tigers. This is so lame. I even own a CD now. I'm like, I was one of those people watching that show. I was one of those people. Okay. Do you want to go, E, or you want me to go?
You can go. Wait, what was Andrea's strange phobia? I didn't miss it.
Like tragic death, jump skydiving or just kind of accidentally flying over the bridge. And
okay,
to me, I think it kind of ties in a loss of control. Mm-hmm. I think if you psychologically think about it, it's just, in those types of scenarios, you are not in control.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm. You don't have control over, but I mean, even if it's something that's health related, you still don't really have too much control of that either. But to me, it's tragic, sudden death. I guess because I won't get to say like my goodbyes or,
right. Yeah.
Might thank whoever I want to thank and just spread my love and kind of like that.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I think about that like all the time.
Me too. Yeah.
Like seriously, like every day I think about that. Like what would happen if I were like something that tragically happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like my kids, that's the first thing I go to. Like where are my kids gonna go? Like what are they gonna do? What are they gonna think? How are they gonna feel? Like that's why I'm just like so cautious about everything that I do, because like you never know. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my phobias too. But go ahead, Montana. What about you?
You're gonna make fun of me so bad. I'm never gonna live this down. I don't want to say it.
Come on, you can. We talked about this earlier. We pre-gamed you.
I will. Okay, I know. Okay, there's one that's not really strange or unique. I watch a lot of crime shows and a lot of like disappeared, buried in the backyard, and pretty much anything in investigation discovery. So, my children being kidnapped, and I'm not gonna get into detail. That sex trafficking, I'm really neurotic about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that you can make fun of me for the rest of my life for is I have a phobia of paper.
Paper. Elaborate. The crinkling sound?
It's not the sound. It's when someone like goes to hand you paper like all willy-nilly and they're whipping it around, and like I just picture paper cuts on my eyeballs and then my
what?
hands. So like,
oh my.
If someone just hands me a piece of paper and just goes to like this, if it's not a packet, I get like, let me know when you stop
one
moving.
piece of paper you don't like.
If you hand it to me normal, I'll ask you to put it down and I'll pick it up and I'll do it in a normal way. But if you just hand it to me, I'll go.
Erica, so this means on April Fool's, we're sending Montana a piece of paper wrapped inside like 10 boxes.
One piece of paper.
One piece of paper.
I prepare myself. I make sure that I'm like ready. Okay, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna pick it up. It's not going near my eyeballs. And when I hand it back, I don't let them pull because then they could cut me. I'm getting fucking, my foot is jamming up.
You're getting goosey.
Oh my
I was
not expecting this one. Like,
yeah, I don't
know.
Because if they pull it away from you too fast, it could cut you. So you have to you have to hand it to them in a way that you're free.
So you're just afraid of paper cuts or what?
Well, I get that and eyeballs, like them cutting my eyeballs with paper.
Wow, I get paper cuts all the time at work. I'm just like,
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I get them, and I'm like, okay, I just put a bandage on it. You're okay, but like, I don't like to get them. So like,
nobody likes to get them. Like,
so I just get like really heebie-jeebie, and then like but if it's a stack, like when your kids come home from school and they're pulling their papers out and they're handing them to you, and you're just like, okay, good, back up. It's like a ransom thing. Put it on the counter, slide it. I'll review it. I'll sign it. I'm gonna slide back. I don't know.
I mean, you got an April Fool's joke coming to you. I don't know.
E froze at the best time too. Yeah, that's my. Shut up! I don't want to hear it, Erica.
We need to have Erica. We need to make one of those things, kind of like the guy that made the box when people were stealing Amazon packages. There was another guy on YouTube made some box that would have like a glitter bomb and a stink bomb when people would steal packages.
yes,
paper bomb.
No, she would totally hate.
I'm totally kidding, Montana. I would never do that. It's awful.
I feel so triggered. I'm so triggered just talking about this.
No, if I
awful. I would never do that.
Record her opening it and freaking out, then it's not even worth it. Like I need
we have to be there.
I need to hand deliver this to her.
Listen, it would be funny, and I'd have my laughs, but I wouldn't clean it. I'd be like, "Oh, it's really cute, you guys. Really great." PJ, go get the vacuum.
So I guess my weird or strange, unique phobia would be, well, Montana already knows this. Spiders freak the shit out of me. Like I cannot do spiders. I've had several nightmares about them where I wake up and I'm sweating. And the one that I had recently, I'll say it real quick. I was in California. This is when I had this dream. I was in California and I was at the place that I was working at. I was working at Whole Foods. I was catering there. And I went into work and I had a Band-Aid on my arm, right? And I told my boss, I was like, hey, I have some kind of like a hole or something in my arm, like a little thing. So like I was like, you want to see it? And like I peeled off the Band-Aid, right? And there's like this tiny little hole on my arm. Like you could see flesh and everything. And then all of a sudden, spiders crawl out of it, like crawling out of my skin, like millions of them. And they're just like crawling all over my body, inside my body. And I'm just like freaking out. I get like, like when you get a blister and it pops and it's like all wet, or it's like, it just hurts. Like I started getting these blisters all over my body, and they were
freaking out.
And every time that I walked or moved, a blister would pop, right? And I had spiders inside my body, and I was walking in the dream, and blisters were popping, and I couldn't move, and I was like wet, and I felt really, really disgusting. And this is how I feel about spiders. Like this is an actual, like, it freaks me the fuck out. Like I can't deal with them. Like tiny little ones, like the daddy long legs, I'll smush them and kill them, whatever. Like they're harmless. But like real spiders, no. Because when I was growing up, I was in my mom's house growing up, and there was a spider in the shower. It was one of those wood spiders. It was like this big.
Oh no.
And I was about to get in the shower, saw it, I grabbed my flip flop, and I was like, I went to hit it, and it screamed at me. Like, you guys, seriously, it screamed at me. It was like that. And I was like, shit. Like,
burn the house down.
It's talking.
I'm done. Like, this is not okay.
When those motherfuckers have a personality, that's when it's gone too far.
Hey, at least I'm not scared enough to like try to kill them because I want to kill those motherfuckers because I don't want them anywhere near me. But when it screeched at me, I ran. I ran out of the room. I was like, no, somebody needs to kill this thing before I take a shower. I was just like, nope, not doing it. Any other like I used to catch frogs, I used to catch toads, snakes, lizards, whatever when I was younger. I was such a tomboy. But like snake or spiders, no, not at all. Can't do it. I'm also afraid of heights. Can't do heights. I can ride an airplane. I can ride in things where I'm strapped in or like a roller coaster or whatever. But I can't do like freestanding. Like I go up 3 steps on a ladder and I'm freaking out. Like I can't do something where I could possibly injure myself or fall. I can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what else. Like I'm a germaphobe.
That's quite the list. You got.
I'm a germaphobe. I don't like people using my stuff because I think about things like I don't know, like people are disgusting and they could use my stuff and get germs and then I can get something and I'm just like, no, just keep your shit to yourself. Like sharing toothbrushes, I think that's the most disgusting thing you could ever do in your life. I don't share bath towels. I don't share, like, even with my kids, I'm just like, no, stop. Like, don't use my shit. Just like,
they don't even wipe their butts well enough to.
You know what? I used to be like that with milk. Like milk and cereal. If someone were to like take a scoop out of my cereal, I wouldn't touch it anymore. Something to do with like milk. I don't really drink. I do like almond milk now. I'm not really a dairy person, but when it comes, same thing. Honestly, I take that back. If I use almond milk, same thing. If I made like a cereal and someone just indulged themselves in my almond milk or my cereal with almond milk, anything, whatever, milk substitute. Yeah, milk.
I think that classifies as a strange phobia.
It is. It's very strange.
Yeah. I learned that when I was camping.
Well, that camping itself is a phobia, but
see, I can eat off of people's plates, and people can eat off.
Plates.
Like that's.
I can do that. I can do that too. But when it comes to something with milk, I was camping as like a kid, and it's funny because I had a spider experience too around the same camping trip. We were camping at Ginny Springs, and we were in. We walked to the bathroom. I was probably about 16, and there was a wolf spider, probably about yay big, and someone took a like a broom, something to hit it, and the wolf spiders carry their babies on their back, so they hit the spider, thousands of like minuscule, just everywhere.
Ew.
And we were like, what is this? I mean, we hightailed it because we didn't really expect it, but we realized, don't fuck with a wolf spider. They're harmless, but they carry their babies on their back. It looks like it's part of them, and the moment you touch them, they all kind of like flee. But while we were leaving, they didn't have like individual bowls, so my friend decided to make like one giant bowl of cereal, and I'm like, nah, I'm not touching that. I'm good. Give me a solo cup. I'm good. Not touching it. Yeah, they wanted to have like a community bowl of cereal. I'm like, nah, I don't know. It was weird.
This fan just had my hair move, and I almost just had a fucking heart attack.
It's like tickling her lip.
It's a spider. Matthew says, I'm curious. Have you heard of anyone getting a paper cut on their eyeball?
No, there is a movie though called Would You Rather on Netflix, and the opening picture is they had to pick Would You Rather and slice your eyeball open with this razor or do something else. And I've always been weird about paper to begin with, and then after I saw that, now I have like an eyeball thing. Like my eyeballs, like I have to wear glasses. I can't even read what he said fully. but I refuse to wear contacts. Nothing goes near my eyes.
Dougie also says paper can be scary sometimes, especially if there's an arrest warrant on it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dougie, are you like trying to tell us something or what?
Lynn, my girl, says, ew. I think she's responding to my story. Well, that was pretty graphic. Yeah, it was. It was very graphic in my dream too, and it horrified me. This from the woman who owned a snake. Yes, I can have snakes. Okay, snakes are fine. They don't creep me out or nothing. They're actually really, really cute. I've had several snakes in my life. I used to catch them in the wild when I was younger. I've got bit like a couple times, and that doesn't faze me. Like I got bit twice by a snake, actually.
Does it hurt?
I mean, yeah, it hurts, but I mean,
they draw blood a little bit.
It was basically like needles, like a little needle. It's like a tattoo, but pretty much. But like the pain lasts in like a second, like getting your ears pierced or something. You know, it was like that. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Do they let go, or do they kind of hold?
No, they hold on. They hold on until you clench the side of their jaws.
Mm-hmm.
You have to push the side of their jaws for them to let go. So
I didn't know that.
You could just not own one. I mean,
so does that? How do you? If I ever got bit by a snake, that's how to get them to release.
If it's holding on to your leg or arm, or whatever, you just push the sides of their like
Montana is not feeling this.
And they like
Montana, if you have a snake in the house, we got you.
And they're big here.
Might be a couple hours, but we got you.
Like I know how to catch them too. You catch them right behind their right on their neck. If you're about to catch them, you grab the back of their neck and you really fast. Like they'll wrap their whole their whole body around you, but as long as you have their head, like they can't do anything. I'm good on snakes. I grew up in Florida, like whatever. Snakes are nothing. Jojo says, yeah, burn the whole house, get on a plane and move to another country. Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally. Definitely. I don't do spiders. I have a phobia of not shifting properly and stalling out in my Lambo. It keeps me up at night.
Stalling out where? Like on the Skyway? Maybe. I don't know how to drive a stick shift. Not yet. I'm in the process of learning, and I don't even have that phobia.
Yeah.
Like I've done it like once or twice, but I'm still learning. But I think everybody should know, just in case, like in an emergency situation, you know.
It hurts my head.
Well, that's exactly how I learned, though. When I learned how to drive a stick, I learned in 10 minutes. And I needed to get to work, and I needed to borrow someone's car, and it was stick shift. And they taught me in 10 minutes, and I was out. I was gone. Like, good. Let's go.
Fast and the Furious, we out.
And I was also pregnant with my son at the time. I was like, let's go. I'm done. I got to get to work. I got to pay my bills. I didn't want to
on a mission.
It was way far of a walk. But Lynn says, I'm scared of being in small places. I feel like the walls are caving in and I start not being able to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Yes. I used to be scared of flying. Well, not scared, but I used to be like, I used to throw up on an airplane in the little bag thing because I would get so like, I don't know, it was like the nerves or something. I don't think I was scared of flying. I think it was just where I was flying to was the nervous part. Because I've been flying since I was 2, like back and forth between my mom and dad. And I feel like every time I went to go see my dad, I would get like these like uneasy feelings and shit. So, but now I can fly with like no problem. But
I've never seen anyone use those bags, and I've been flying since I was probably born too. I've never seen anyone use a barf bag on a plane.
Well,
what if I ever go anywhere with you guys? Hey, there's a first for everything, right?
Yeah, I've definitely used them. Yep.
Just think of me when you fly next time. Like, oh, she uses barf bag. Like my brother is sitting right next to me. I'm just like,
I'm not gonna lie. I used to steal them because they were free anyways, and I used to put them in the glove box of my car because I used to DD for a lot of my friends, and I had a friend that barfed in my car on St. Patrick's Day. Luckily, there was like a towel that he kind of hit, which I got lucky. But Ever since that night, I started taking the barf bags out of planes and throwing them in my car.
You know, you should do if you go to the hospital a lot. I don't know if you do or not.
No.
Say you're nauseous, you feel like you're going to throw up, and they actually give you this this thing that compacts like this, and you can pull it out and puke it, and it's all plastic. So you can just spin it and throw it away. I have them all over my car, in my purse, everywhere. So that's just if you do these, you know, just saying.
Oh, just send them our way.
Right there with some pro facts here. I like it.
Life hacks.
Life hacks. You know, I'm nauseous. Give me that cool spinny bag. Don't bill me.
King Clips, hey, thanks for joining us. He also says, you've been slobbing knobs for years and you don't want to share a toothbrush?
Totally different.
Totally different.
I don't mind the toothbrush thing. I know a lot of people
What?
think it's gross. I don't mind it.
Ew.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence because it's like, if it's my only option, maybe. It just depends on the situation. I mean, I'm going to clean it off anyway, but still, I don't know what you had for lunch.
But would you wash it? Like, would you wash the toothbrush with like soap and water? Because I probably would do that if I were to like have to like use a toothbrush. I'd be like sanitizing that shit before I used it.
Well, yeah, I mean, clean it. Be a little mindful of where you don't know where it's been, but you don't know what other knobs have been slobbed before the toothbrush that you're gonna use.
Right?
So,
I know.
I have a gross story.
Be mindful. You know, be mindful. Wash your hands.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Andrew. Go ahead.
You're good.
I have a gross story.
Do it. Let's hear it.
My husband was using my toothbrush because he used to dip.
Ew.
There would be dip in my toothbrush. And
Ew.
Yeah.
Nah, not cool.
No.
And then I had
just at least wash it out.
Yeah, but like, or just don't use it. Don't just get your own toothbrush. You don't need to use mine just because it's right there. But
yeah.
You
Totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Brandon says he hates spiders, and he also said, I don't know how to drive a stick either.
Sad.
Kidding. But do you, Brandon?
I know how to drive a stick.
Maybe you're a lame duck, Brandon.
Are we talking about a car or the other stick? Oh, he says no. What did you just ask him? No?
I'm just fucking with him.
You can take it.
I think that's like all the strange, unique phobias that I have. I'm a neat freak. I don't like things out of place. It really bothers me. When my daughter was younger, she used to come over to my house and rearrange all my decorations and stuff that I had. And I was just like, it annoyed me so much. I'm like, why are you like this? I want things in a specific thing, like order. Like I'm just kind of controlling like that, I guess. And she doesn't do it anymore, really. But I'm just like, this is one of my pet peeves. Like this is what I don't like this. But like phobias, I think that's it. Just the spiders and the heights and the people using my shit. I think that's all. Brandon. OCD. Yeah. I do have a little bit of OCD.
I mean, I'm like that at work. When I'm working, I have a little OCD because I'm at work. When I feel like when I'm at home, I'm a little bit more lax. But when I'm at work and I have to share a space with other people, I just think it's respectful to kind of keep the space a little bit cleaner than your room.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're sharing a space with someone at work. Don't get me into that, but I'll put it to rest there.
Also on this topic though, I do have a phobia of driving when I'm driving. Um, I like, especially when I'm going through a green light of an intersection, and when I'm the only one going through it at that time, I totally feel like I'm gonna get T-boned. You're like, that feeling, like you're just looking around because you're like the only one going through it, and you're just like, why am I the only one going through this right now?
It
Like,
doesn't
I
feel
feel like
right.
there should be more cars on this road right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I have nightmares about that too. Like, getting into like this huge accident and not like being able to like control it, that kind of thing. That's one of my phobias. But I think maybe because I've been in a car accident before, and I feel like I was hit blindsided, just randomly, didn't even see the car coming, and I feel like that maybe is like a trigger with that.
You're out
But
of control. Yep.
Definitely.
yeah,
They say you're gonna get hit if you get T-boned. You are most likely to get T-boned from the left on your driver's side first, because of where the cars sit on the side of the road when you're going through the light. If you think about it, because they're closer on your left than your right. A friend of mine that I was driving with taught me that, and ever since he told me that, I just it stuck with me. So maybe that's why you look left first instead of right.
maybe
You're right. I do look left before I look right.
Left, right, and left again. Is that where that maybe came from?
Yeah.
Because when you cross a street, you're looking at traffic coming to you, and then you're looking at opposing traffic that's further away, and then looking once more that's close to you again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know.
We're gonna start giving each other phobias now.
But like, I always kind of like slow down a little bit while I'm going through the intersection, just because like, but I look, I'm like, okay, make sure like nobody else, like, even though I'm the only car driving right now for some reason, but that freaks me out, just getting into an accident or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Depending on, I think that's actually another good question. Are you the kind of person that when you see that yellow light, do you stop? Do you hit the pedal or excuse me, hit the brake, or do you floor it through the light? Because an average yellow light is almost, depending on it depends on the speed limit in the area, how long a light is.
Right.
So majority of them, they're close to almost 5 seconds. So when I see it now, once I learned that, I start to count when I see a yellow light. I'm like, oh, can I go? Can I not? But I mean, obviously mindfully trying to still be a defensive driver at the same time.
I mean, I do that like when it depends on who else is around me, if I'm gonna floor it or if I'm gonna slow down. Like, if everybody else floored it who's in front of me, I'm gonna slow down. If everybody around me is flooring it, I'll probably floor it too. Just like, especially like people or a person that's like right here next to me, and they're like, I'm gonna go, but it just depends on like actually who I have in the car too, like what kind of stuff I have in the car. If I have my kids in the car, I'm definitely not gonna.
No, totally different scenario.
It depends on if like, do I have like a bunch of shit in my car right now, like food?
No, it's just you.
Gonna go flying.
It's just exactly. It's just you. Yeah.
Purse and all that shit's gonna go flying on the floor if I just
if there's food in my car, I'm definitely breaking.
It's important shit, man.
It's so important. Like, I'm not spilling this shit. Like, this is good shit. Or if I'm eating while I'm driving, I'm just like, I'll stop at a yellow light. I'm like, and the people behind me are like, fuck you, I'm trying to get this. And it's like, fuck you, this shit's good. Like, I'm not gonna stop. Whatever.
I feel you on that, because the one accident I've actually been in, I had yogurt open. Now I wasn't eating it only, but at stoplights when it was safe. But I rear-ended someone, not my fault. There was a car that was in front of us that their taillights were out, so they caused the accident, got away, yada yada. But when I got out of my car after like rear-ending someone, I had yogurt all up my face. So I had white. I literally had white on my face, like this splattered. And the first thing I asked the lady when she got out of the car was, "A, are you okay?" Obviously. to what's on my face? And she was really cool. She cleaned me off before we called the cops when they got there. So she like cleaned all this white stuff off my face. But it was a surprising experience to say the least. But I had yogurt.
Huh?
I arrived. I still went to work that day too, and I had like my clothes kind of had some like little yogurt left on them. I'm like, oh, what happened to you? I'm like, listen, I was in a car accident. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm still at work after our car accident. Like, let's do the darn thing.
What's all that white stuff smeared on you?
It was yogurt, I swear.
Like, I had a great morning, so fuck you. Like,
that's what I said. Yeah, she wasn't faking it, huh?
I was actually single at the time.
He wasn't faking it. He definitely wasn't faking it.
No one's faking that one.
Oh, Brandon says, E's house is high maintenance too. Everything is organized like a museum. You know what? I'm OCD, okay? I had he came over to my house one time when my daughter and her friend were there, and literally they just trashed my whole apartment. And I kept saying, this is not how I live. This is not how I live. Like, this is not okay for me. Like, I'm like, my mind was like OCD. Like, it's like, no, I hate this shit. Like, just stuff clutter. I hate clutter. I don't like shit everywhere.
I need to hang out with you more often because they have a show on Netflix about some girls like getting famous and like making a business out of being organized, and that's a good thing. It feels good when you're organized. I love to organize things.
I'm very organized. I have like drawers and little bins for everything. Like,
you can teach me a thing or two.
Definitely.
I'm trying to get on your level.
I'll come over to your house and be like, no, girl, we need to go to Target.
It's not a mess. It's not a mess. Like, I live with a guy, so like he's pretty clean for a guy though. I'll give him that for sure.
That's good. That's all right. So Jojo says, I'm petrified of frogs, no matter how small they are. When they come out of the rainy days, I could stay outside my door all night until it moves. What?
Oh, Joanna.
Frogs are so cute.
They're harmless.
I love frogs. Like, I think she's Puerto Rican. I think so. I don't know. But I went to Puerto Rico and they have the frog there. What is it?
The cookie.
The coqui. Yes, the coqui frog. And I bought my son this little like keychain that was a coqui frog, and it made the sound. And I was like, oh, this is so adorable. I love it. And we would hear them at night. I was just like, I want to catch one and bring him home.
You know what, though? I mean, I bet if she actually tried to catch the frog, she wouldn't have to sit outside all night because they're really hard to catch.
Really?
Not really. They're not hard at all.
Oh, I had a hard time catching frogs.
I catch them all the time when I was little. Like, I know exactly. We saw a toad. My son and I saw a toad the other night. We were walking our dog. And like, I caught the toad. I was like, here, you want to touch it? You want to pet it? And he was like, no.
They're all fat and like lazy. They're little frogs that go, they go, and they jump in the water.
Those are toads. The brown ones that stay on the land are toads.
Yeah, those
the
are
green.
easy.
The other colors are like the ones that stick on the wall. Those are frogs.
Yeah. No, I know. That's the ones. Those are the ones I used to catch, and they would dash away from you really quickly. You had to like sneak attack them from behind. You
gotta squeeze their little fat sides.
Toads are a little nasty, though. I don't blame the kids. They're a little gross.
You got this round belly that you just squeeze. I don't know.
Piss all over you.
They're so cute. Love them.
I like Joanna's comment she just made. Yellow means fast. Yeah. Joanna, you need to watch the YouTube video. It's really old. Randy Moss, like the football player, Randy Moss School of Driving. Please watch it. It's very old, but I periodically go back to it. It's very comical.
I'll watch it too.
Yellow light means go. Green light means go. Red light means go.
Almost go. Yeah.
I'll leave it at that because I don't want to ruin it. It is kind of funny.
Okay.
She says, I'm an aspiring professional organizer. My house is fully organized. Good. So when I come over, I'm not going to have anything to complain about when I come over. says, yes, I'm reading it, and they are disgusting. No, those frogs are adorable. Stop. They're so cute. They're slimy and they look like they stink.
You know, they don't stink. It's a frog.
I mean, when they die, they stink. Have you ever smelled a dead frog or a dead toad? Ugh,
No.
Yeah,
the
gross.
worst smell ever.
They stink,
Yep.
yeah.
It's so gross. Lynn says, my son has killed a frog with a hammer.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Why? Did you ask him why? I would ask him
Yeah,
why.
I was like,
Kinda like find out where he's coming from.
why would you do that? They're so cute. I have like little dogs running around me right now. All right, so I think we're good on that one. Let's do the manscaping. Are we for it or are we against it? Manscaping.
Erica, I think you should go first on this one.
All right, I'll go first. Definitely manscape. Nobody likes a hairy thingy thing.
Thing.
I'm trying to like be conservative because the door over here is open. My kids are in there. But like, yeah, I mean, keep it trimmed, keep it nice, keep it shaved, keep it low. Like a little bit of hair, that's fine, whatever. If you don't have time, just like women we can't shave every single day, obviously, because we'll have like razor bumps like a bitch. And it would probably be very, very painful if women shaved every day. We're not asking that from men. We're just keep it clean, keep it nice. Don't have like a huge bush because it's like nobody. I don't want to go down on that shit. Like that's real. Like you don't want a bunch of hair in your mouth. I don't want a bunch of hair in my mouth either. Okay, that kind of thing. So that's my take on that. Actually, wait, hold on. So I did have a guy that I used to date that didn't like refuse to manscape, and let me tell you, that didn't last very long. But it was gross. It was just disgusting. And then the hair that you have is just like it causes more like body odor. Like hair attracts body odor and stuff. So if you have like the more hair you have, the more that you're gonna smell, pretty much, basically. So if you don't manscape down there and you only, shower once a day, maybe still you're gonna have like a stinky smell and nobody wants that. That's disgusting. So that's my take on that one. Montana.
I was mid sip as you said the odor, the O word.
We're like, oh.
I don't really. I don't know. I don't care. I think women should be. I don't get razor bumps either. I never understood that thing. I shave every day. I don't get any bumps or weird.
Down there, you do?
Typical white girl.
What? I get razor bumps. I shave every single day.
I don't really grow hair. My hair is like really blonde. Like you can't even see.
Montana, what nationality are you? Like what ethnicity or nationality
Italian.
are you? Just 100%?
Yep.
Okay.
But that's weird because usually Italians are like super hairy.
Yeah.
I'm Greek and Italian, let me tell you.
I know.
I should invest in the razor company.
I know.
Or the wax company.
My friends I have friends who are 100% Italian, and they're like, we shave our face, and they're doing this, and like they're doing like they're shaving, like waxing, doing all this stuff, and I just don't. I don't know.
You got lucky. You got real lucky.
But
you did.
Men, I don't know. I don't really care.
You don't care, manscaping? It doesn't bother you either way, like whatever their choice is.
I mean, I don't know. I just, it's kind of like, you gotta be pretty free. I'm not being a hippie about it. I'm just saying, if you're kind of like, you're into it, cool. If you're not, cool. But don't expect me to be
judgmental.
yes.
Or
Yes.
or like reciprocate whatever the guy is doing.
Or even do it in the first place.
Oh, so if they don't manscape, you're not gonna manscape.
No,
I mean,
never
manscape.
mind. Forget it. It's too complicated.
You're
Sorry,
onto
man.
something.
Live and let live. How about that? Go ahead. If you don't, if I really, I
She's a
really love you.
hippie. I'm totally kidding. My mom was a hippie. All right.
I don't know. I don't really. I've never really thought about it enough to give it.
You're just like, I just do whatever I want. I don't care what people say or think about whatever I do down there.
Exactly.
I think that way about him.
Oh, you think about that with him. Okay.
I personally don't like hair. I do not. I'm hairless. I'm like a weird cat. The hairless cats. But I feel that way about men. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If it makes you happy to do it, go for it. I don't care.
No. So you don't care about the guy.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense.
But
So,
you have your routine.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have mine. My shit's
Yeah.
fine. I'm good. I'm on lock.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell you like, hey, I'd kind of prefer it if you like a little triangle would be cute, maybe a star. I don't know.
So you don't. Yeah, you don't care.
I don't care.
Spell my name.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun, but you know.
I want the letter E every single time I see it. No, I'm just kidding.
Or no soup for you.
Or nothing for you.
Good for you. You go to bed hungry.
You sleep in the dog cage.
To the couch.
Yeah.
What about you, Andrea?
Definitely for it. Less is more. I have an interesting story about an ex-boyfriend when I was in my young 20s. He decided to shave everything. Not against it. He was young. We were both young. We were in he was like 21, I was like 22, 23, whatever. He used to ride his bike to school, and it was in the summer. So when you're talking about razor bumps, he comes home and says, "Babe, we're trying to be intimate with each other." And he was hesitant, and that wasn't really like him at the time. And so I questioned it, of course. He says, "Well, I have this kind of rash." I'm like, "What kind of rash?"
First of all, you don't say rash.
You don't start that. You don't start that way.
I'm using that word as just the word that I'm using. I don't know what he said, but I think he just, he said, "There's something down there." I'm like, "Okay, what's down? What's going on?" I like be open with me. I'm not going to judge you. I want to at least make sure you're not in pain at the end of the day, no matter what it is. But, and he showed me, and it was, I haven't even had razor burn as bad as this kid did. I felt bad because he's riding the bike in the summer, rubbing all over, decided he was cool to shave it all to make it look bigger, I guess. I don't know. Trying something new. I don't know what was going through his head. I wasn't even questioning him at that point, at that level. In my mind, I was immediately like, let's get some bikini zone and just rub it all over. It's going to burn for 5 seconds. You're going to hate me for the next 5 to 10 seconds.
Don't laugh.
It's going to make it better. Right.
Oh my God.
So I'm definitely about the clippers. PSA to the guys, please don't get rid of it all. Please don't. Hair is a sign of strength in the Italian and European. Montana hears me out. In the European culture, hair. I'm not a hairy woman, but hair is a sign of strength. Manscaped.
Sexy.
Take the clippers to it. Do it on a 1. Do it on a 2. Don't do it on a 0. Please don't take the straight blade to it. It's not going to be comfortable for you. You don't know what we go through. Unless you're going to wax it, unless you're going to man up and wax it like we do, don't do it.
And you get the stubbles. The stubble kind.
Yeah.
Stubble isn't fun. No. But I don't, especially women at our age, I'm not trying to hang out with somebody that's 14, 16, 18, 21, whatever, legally,
Mm-hmm.
But
Legally.
So when they shave
Probably
it
should.
completely
Well, when I was younger, there were dudes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the kind of kids that you hung out with, but there were kids in like middle school. When I was in middle school, I was like 12, 13, 14 years old, and boys were like shaving the whole thing like a girl would. I'm like, what are you doing? We're not even doing that. What are you doing?
We're not doing that yet. You guys are
No.
No, I wasn't
I
at
was
that time. I was taking the clippers, like how you said was like at a 1 or a 2 or whatever. Like I
yeah.
wasn't trying to like shave every single thing off. I mean, now yes, I do, but back then, no. Like
No. Women,
that
men
was
and women
razor
body
bumps.
parts.
That was bikini zone days.
yeah,
Listen, that stuff is heaven sent. Let me tell you. But we're men and we're women. We have different parts. Our body reacts different. Our skin. We all have different types of skin. Our skin can be more sensitive, not sensitive. You know, just to like lotion. Like I don't really wear scented lotion because sometimes certain types of fragrances like make me itch. So I just kind of avoided scented lotion most of my life because that's how my skin reacts. You know, I have to kind of go with it. But when it comes to like guys, especially as you're getting older, you know, I don't know. My dad's Italian, like you know, Montana, your family, like I'm used to hair. So yeah, I'm not trying to floss my teeth or anything other than when I'm trying to floss my teeth.
Thank you.
But
That's what I was trying to say without saying it.
exactly. No, I mean I think that's I don't know, that's the
I like that.
best way I can say it is I'm not trying to floss my teeth when I'm not trying to floss my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just like a guy they're okay, my roommates for example, they're Italian. They before they go to the beach, they shower, they like do their beard, they touch it up. I'm like, bro, we're going to the beach. We're going to get dirty. They shower before we go to the beach.
Oh no, I don't do that.
I understand if a girl
live
showers
like
to like shave and everything, but a guy to like shower, not to like, you know, a dude can shave over the sink, but
yeah.
to like shower, just to shower the body, I don't know. Still a question mark over my head. I don't fight it. I don't fight it. I just kind of like poke fun.
Yeah.
But but like trying to stay on topic. I mean, manscaping. You know, just scrub it, and one or two.
Yeah.
One or two.
One or two.
Jojo says yes, 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 yes. Shave that rug. Brandon says gotta keep it clean.
Not a bald eagle though. No bald eagles for dudes.
No.
Please.
Gotta
Please
shave
no.
it. Don't want a pubic sandwich in your mouth. Great. That's disgusting. Thanks, Brandon, for putting that image in my head right now. He also says, Legends in the middle and Hidden Temple trying to find it. Ew.
That was a really good show.
That's been on for a long time.
Shout out. I used to love that show.
Me too.
Tell him that it looks bigger without hair.
No.
Every time.
No, but Jojo, we don't want them to shave it all to make it look bigger because it's the same thing at the end of the day.
It is the same thing. It really is.
Because when I turn the lights off, guess what? It's the same thing no matter what.
Yep. And Matthew says, so in other words, he better shave if he wants favors.
Trim.
I mean,
Trim.
Not for every woman here, but
Montana had hit it. Trim. Keyword trim.
Trim. I'm okay with the trimmed. I'm okay with the trimmed. I'm okay with the shaved all the way. I'm okay either. If you're gonna shave it all the way, I don't want you to be uncomfortable and like having to like razor bumps and shit. Like that's not attractive. Nobody wants to see that when they're doing favors and shit. But like everyone's skin is different. So if your skin is like that, no, don't do that. Just trim it very, very tiny and that would be fine. She also says She's talking about BJ's, guys. I got you, Montana.
JoJo's clutch. JoJo, you're
She is.
clutch all the time.
Yeah. Brandon says, permit bro. And Dodo says, I don't mean all off. Right. Not all of it, but we don't want no like overgrown bush. At least I don't. I don't want no like overgrown like who has never like shaved in their whole life kind of thing going down there, because it's not, for one, it's not going to make me want to go down there, because just the whole situation. Like if you have it nicely trimmed up and it
Run,
looks
Forrest,
clean cut,
run.
like if you keep all this clean cut, if you keep this clean cut and you have like the little goatee, whatever, and you have the fade going on, like I expect this to be the same way, pretty much. So if this is good and this isn't, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's like, come on.
I like that you brought that up, because I've heard from a lot of guys that when women don't, like when women go out in peep toe shoes, or you can see their toes, if their toes are kind of like janky looking,
Mm-hmm.
like bare toenails are fine as long as they're, like they're clean. There's no problem with not having a color in your toenails but clear. That's fine. But I heard on the radio a long time ago that they were talking about girls that don't like take care of their toenails, don't take care of other areas, and that's how like guys were kind of looking at it. So in my mind, I agree with you. If you look at a guy's beard, do you think that's like equivalent to
Right.
other areas?
Yep. Sure do. And I'm very high on like hygiene and a personal appearance and stuff like that. And I expect whoever I'm with to be the same way. Just because, like, okay, you actually care about your appearance, you care about working out, you care about your health, you care about how you look when you walk out the door. I don't want like some guy who doesn't like shave or trim up or and looks all scraggly or whatever. Like, no, like this is not what I'm attracted to, first of all. And if I'm gonna do this for you or for myself or whoever, like I expect the same in return. And if you can, like I probably wouldn't even be messing with anybody who doesn't care about their personal appearance.
Personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is a thing. PSA from all of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Scrub yo shit. I don't care what you use, just do it.
Oh, Matthew says my face is bearded, but my balls sure aren't. I mean, I like beards. You can have a beard. You can have a clean cut, shaved, like long beard, but it's like trimmed up where it's supposed to be trimmed up.
Mm-hmm.
That means you actually care about your appearance and you care about like the other hair on your body, Oh God, here's another comment.
Elaborate.
Don't let him.
Don't provoke.
Don't let them elaborate.
Provoke. I love to provoke men.
I do too.
I love it.
I do it all the time in Clockwatch. I'm just like,
I love to provoke men, even if it's a stranger, because I like to pick the brain a little bit.
Right? I do the same thing. I'm like, what can I say to arouse these motherfuckers to like, get them in their like head? Like, yes, this is the one. I'm gonna go with this. Montana knows. She's like, yeah, I've seen your comments. She's like, oh.
At the end of the day, it's a learning experience, like about the other sex. At the end of the day.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. I don't want to be like going pee after and I'm wiping and I get like way more hair from you than I do me. Ew. That's disgusting. Like no woman wants that. Blech. Seriously.
That I can't.
Montana, what's your intake?
I just had the image and I wasn't expecting it. My mind was like thinking about something else and I heard that and I just was
Let's hear it. Please share.
Apparently I grossed all the viewers out by that comment. So
No, I've witnessed when like the shedding of that, and
Oh, yeah, that's not attractive.
it's uncute.
I dare a dude to go get a wax though.
Have you ever done that? I have.
Yeah.
Gotten wax, or you dare one too?
I dare a dude to go get a bikini wax. Not like a bikini, not bikini. Maybe the bikini is the wrong word, but I dare a dude to go get wax somewhere below the belt.
A taint wax.
What's that?
Ooh, I've heard that too. I mean, does it call it a taint on a woman? I don't think so.
Oh,
but
a taint. Oh, you said taint. I thought you said tank, like tank top.
Yeah, tank. It's a
Oh,
tank.
gooch
she's like,
wax.
I'm like, I've had that. No, I haven't. Sorry.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Actually, I've been waxed, and that's actually the least painful part.
It is. It is.
It is.
Yes. It's
She
the
knows.
least painful part. Yes. All the asshole and the taint on a woman.
It doesn't hurt.
It's called for a woman. It's probably not called a taint. But
it's called the Brazilian.
It's called a honey, lift your leg with a butthole, okay?
Isn't it called the Brazilian when they do the whole?
Yeah,
Brazilian is everything is gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
Front to back. Gone.
I feel that. I used to get it all the time when I was married because the first 2 years of our marriage, my husband and I weren't living together at the time. So whenever he did come to visit, I would definitely like get those Brazilian bikini waxes. And first of all, let me say, they don't even take off all the hair that you want to take off. There's still like, it feels like there's still like stubble and stuff. And I'm just like, $50 for you to just keep me in pain and I still feel stubble and shit? Like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I did it for like a long time too, but
depends on your waxer. And I learned that when I used to do that. I had a really awesome lady that I would get waxes from, and she taught me some things. Your hair grows in 3 cycles.
Yep.
So after about 3 months of staying consistent with your waxes, that's when you don't have the stubble if you keep up with it. 2, after they wax you, those kind of little like peakers. I don't know about your waxer. Mine would take the tweezers and just kind of like go to town. She wouldn't tell me. She would go to town. And at that point I was like, oh, this feels different. What are you doing? She was really awesome. She was really quick.
That feels different. What are you doing?
No, I've had that too.
I'm getting what I'm paying for, Montana.
When they miss a couple, like they wax you and they miss a couple, yeah, they'll take tweezers.
They will tweeze it.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you.
But it sounds like a phobia.
I honestly think that's like a responsible thing to do as a waxer. Don't tell the client, just do what you have to do. And when they question you, if they question you, that's when you kind of say, it's a part of it. It's a part of the experience. Right. It's almost over.
Here, let me show you what I've done. And I'm just like, whoa, there's my vagina all out there, just bald and open. I'm like,
could
wow,
you guys ever do that?
Great job.
could you guys ever be like, I always imagine what it would be, because they can make good money. Can you imagine being, no, they do. And can you imagine being someone that does that as a job?
I could totally do that. I actually looked into it as a job. Yeah.
Looking at Cooter all day?
I totally would do that all day long. I really seriously looked.
That's too many Cooters for me.
Do it. Definitely.
I'm on the fence.
I would do it.
I'm on the fence because, like, it is a job. Like, well, I sit there and
I would be so. I would be fun at it.
You're breaking up, Erica.
Yeah, I can't do it. I thought about that in gynecology, and I was like, ugh, because all you need is that one. You just need that one. You know, that one nasty one. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I'm good. I'm all set.
You wear a mask though, even when it's not COVID.
I would friggin' hope so, but still.
True. I feel you.
It's a lot of different looks and colors and Cooters. I can't.
A lot of different looks and colors. Let me tell you, I've had some awesome talks with my past waxer. We'll just call her that. She was awesome. I would honestly like, you know how some girl, I'm not the kind of girl that like goes and gets my hair done and sits there for 2 or 3 hours and has that therapy session with my hairdresser. I used to have my therapy session with my bikini wax lady. We would talk about our kids. We talk about, I don't know, we talk about where to go for dinner around the town that night. To me, that would distract me. Beauty is pain, like they say.
I think I'd be better about it if I had some sort of a relationship with her rather than it being like just this big burly man.
No,
come in
she
the room
wasn't.
and just
She wasn't burly. Mine wasn't burly. She was this tiny little like Hispanic lady. Her
That's what I
husband.
mean.
Her husband was the masseuse. They owned a business. Her husband was the masseuse. She did the waxing.
In my
They had
head,
kids.
though, in my head, I'm picturing like this Russian brute of a woman who comes in and just starts.
I am Helga.
Yeah, Helga.
I am Helga. I'm here to
Ruining
wax
your
you.
life.
No, I mean not. Hopefully not in the United States.
Well, you let me know.
I will. I'm not gonna put her. I'm not gonna name her on here, but I don't even know if she's still in business. She took over a company I used to go to a while back, and then she opened her own business. But they were like having kids and like growing their family. But when you find a good waxer, it's almost next to marriage.
Yeah.
You do not leave them. I had one and she moved to California. So I asked her, listen, the same building that you work in, since you're leaving, who do you recommend? And she told me the next lady. And the next lady I would continue to go to, she ended up taking over the business, making her own business. So in my mind, I'm like, well, that's awesome. You know, everyone has a talent. She just had a talent of quick hands.
Yep. It's like tattoo artists and stuff. You ask the next, if you're leaving this place, who do you recommend? Because, yeah, you're right. There's an art form to it.
There is. And you're knowledgeable on that because I don't have any tattoos at all.
What?
No, I have no tattoos.
Oh, we gotta get you inked up, girl.
Blank canvas. I'm more into like piercings and stuff. I might be getting one this weekend. Maybe.
Then you can totally just like you could be a model for real. That's like a model's dream. Just like no tattoos.
I'm 5'0", so I gave up on that dream.
You can put heels on though.
No,
I'm only 5'5". I can't be a model. I'm 5'5". I'm 5'5", and I got a stressed out midsection.
Oh, whatever.
I'm not saying I like to eat food.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. I'm healthy. I have a stressed out, healthy body.
Yep.
I work out. I lift weights. I could bench press. Honestly, I could bench press some of the dudes that go to my gym. I'm not mad about it. I'm not. Definitely not mad about it.
Love it.
All right. Let's get to some of these comments here. Jojo says, is my computer lagging a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I feel like it's lagging. She says, that feels different. I want to do it at home. And then Brandon says,
of course.
Prove it.
I'll get waxed. I'll do it live.
Can we choose the waxer? Can we choose where you get waxed?
Got it. I'm on. Let's do it.
Can we call Kelly Clarkson?
I will. I have. Yes. And then Jojo says, you only want to do it because you want to kiss their boo-boo afterward.
What's boo-boo?
So what? Like, let me live my life.
What's boo boo?
Like kiss their
What?
kiss the other lips.
Their
No,
vagina.
is she saying E, you only want to do it because you want to kiss their boo boo?
Yes.
So Erica wants to kiss someone else's boo boo?
I think you should be pretty good at kissing boo boos.
Yes.
Different.
I would totally be good at that.
That's so cute.
I don't want to
Boo
get
boo.
fired.
I love it.
Get fired from my job if I do that. Of course, you know.
She's like,
I'm like, it's okay. What can I do to like? What can I do to soothe it? She's like, let's say I couldn't smell butt and coot all day. No thanks.
I think she's meant Helga would wax you. Not
Yeah.
And then I think my computer is lagging a little bit.
I think an oven mitt would be a lot faster than what they do anyway.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Helga would wax you.
Brandon wants to get waxed live.
Yeah, he's really into it.
I don't know. When dudes step up on a challenge, I'm like contemplating. I'll pay for the wax.
Brandon says how much?
Are we allowed to? I don't even think we're allowed to like do that. At the end of the day, we probably can't do that.
Yeah.
Like banned from YouTube. YouTube's like banned for life. Unless we do it under his account.
There you go.
What do you mean how?
Hey Brandon, would you risk all your Bucks podcast for that?
You're gonna do this shit live. Like we're not.
E, are you lagging or is it me?
E's lagging because Beyonce's hair is going.
Okay.
Yeah. Montana, you're like, oh,
listen, it's the fan.
You're giving Beyonce a run for her money, girl.
Hell no. It's me. I'm probably lying.
Yes. I'm with Joanna. Yes. Yes. Wait. Brandon, you get Helga. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Brandon gets Helga. It's settled. That's what she says.
I think it's mine, isn't it?
She said, "Boo boo."
It's settled. We will find a waxer for you, Brandon, and you're getting everything. You're getting a Brazilian wax, Brandon. You just signed yourself up for a Brazilian wax. Congratulations, my friend. We will pay for it. I'll pay for it. It's like
somebody, then be like, "Does it hurt? Let me kiss it."
We'll only film your face. How about
just
that?
Your face.
Oh my god.
Only your face. Neck up. Can we do his armpits too?
Yes. Was that too quick?
Is it mine? I think it's mine.
You'll get views. All right, we're giving you a Brazilian and your armpits.
Yep. It's settled. Yes. No backing out.
All right, I'm calling my girl up. Her name is Nyla. Nyla, where you at, girl?
No.
He has to yell something other than Kelly Clarkson, though.
He
Yes, he
says,
has to.
Yeah.
he says we can make your PG.
Why is it lagging so hard?
Yes, definitely the armpit. Huh. You have to, she would not be able to walk out there. You have to walk her into the. You have to physically go into the grass, Sierra.
I was in the grass.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I don't know what just happened.
It's still settled, though.
Oh yeah, he's screwed. He just boxed
Brandon.
himself into the corner. What were you doing, man? Why even bring that up?
Sorry, he can handle it. He's gonna have to handle it.
I mean him. I'm not saying you. Why would he even say that, knowing the two of you, and that you guys would be like, "Yep, you're doing it."
It's doing. Hey, you're on board.
I just from here up.
Brandon, we pray for you.
But do we though?
Yes. Let us pray.
I haven't even had it done, so I don't know, man.
It's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's not comfortable. It's not. But once you do it a couple times, no, we're not talking about your chest, dude.
Nope.
Sorry, you already set yourself up. We're doing we're waxing you. We're waxing your armpits and we're waxing your
Hey,
Australian regions.
we are
down
we
under.
are not personally, but we are.
We are not.
There's gonna be there's a GoFundMe page we're starting to fund this little thing, this little experiment. So no one really has to pay for it. It's just whoever wants to partake and watch.
Well, if we're doing a GoFundMe page at that point, we're doing his whole body.
Ooh, I like that.
Not enough Kelly Clarksons for that.
No, there's not in a day.
So sorry about
See,
my
what
Wi-Fi.
is about it?
Sorry about my Wi-Fi. Can you guys hear me now? We're good.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Great. What's that thing when they're like, "Can you hear me now?" Yes, great.
Verizon?
Is it Verizon?
I think so. It's old, back when we had actual like shitty cell phones.
Jojo says we can buy a hot wax machine at Sally's.
Joanna, you waxing or what? No armpits. They're not that bad.
No.
Come on. They're really not that bad. They're really quick. It's like one and done.
I don't know. He has a lot of hair on his armpit, so that might hurt.
He can trim it. Listen, you can trim it first.
Unreal.
You can trim it first, but you have to leave at least like an inch. At least an inch.
Yeah, you gotta do 3 or
A couple inches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He says, whatever. He also says, I don't have hair on my chest. And he says, no armpits. And then Jojo says, we can get one of those elephant trunk undies so Facebook don't kick us out.
Great idea.
Oh, we do his bikini line.
I like that, Jojo. That's creative. That keeps it like PG-13, right? Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yep, lagging. I think she's lagging again.
I like that too.
Nope, she's lagging.
Yeah, definitely. We can do that. Why can't we do that? I'm lagging again.
Yeah.
Real.
Wow.
I can't stand when the Wi-Fi does that. It's so frustrating.
Why does that happen?
It used to happen on my Chromebook all the time, and I'd feel like such a, can't just work. Damn it.
Dang.
It's really frustrating. Yeah.
We're waxing Brandon though.
I know. He's in for it. He might be into it. We might have just started something.
He can handle it. Brandon, you've been at boot camp, bro. You can handle it.
What's this hair blowing thing, guys? Come on, it's a fan.
Beyonce. Do you ever like curl your hair a little bit at all? Like that?
Oh, my hair is so curly. I actually straightened
Is
the shit
it?
out of it, and it's
You do?
black.
I want to see your hair curl. I want to see your natural hair one day.
It's very curly. It's just
Mine
not,
is.
Yeah, it's just not like ruly though. It's just kind of like some spots are like spirals and some are like straighter. It's just out to here, you know how we are.
I want to see your curly hair, Montana.
But I have to straighten. I'll show you. I don't really love it. And it's always black. I did this for the first time in like 20 years. I don't know if I like it though.
The best thing about hair is you can change it. It can grow back. I remember you guys were talking a couple weeks ago. I remember Tweet was talking about somebody at her work like told her they give her like $5,000 to like shave her head. And she's like, no. It was the question where would you rather go bald or the year curse or your whole life curse of bad haircuts or something?
Yeah.
I think that's when she brought that up.
Yeah.
$5,000's not enough.
No.
$500,000. I'll do it for $500,000.
I'd do $500,000. I'd go bald for $500,000 because
I would shave my head.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
what are we doing
totally.
for $500,000?
We're shaving our heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I would totally do that for $500,000. My head's almost already shaved. So. Actually, half of it was shaved for like 3 years of my life. So
No shit, really?
Yeah, totally do that shit. I was actually contemplating that recently, just shaving everything off, just being bald.
You could pull it off.
You could pull it off. Hell yeah. I think we all could. Honestly, I think we all could.
We probably could.
Oh, I sure shit. I definitely no. It's a hard no. It's a hard pass for me.
Really?
I got like the little pudgy face.
All right, Joanna. She's in. Brandon, you're toast.
Anesthesiology school. I know how to wax. Oh, yeah, Brandon. I'm lagging. Yes, I know. Sorry. Fixed it. Montana, your hair blowing is pretty dreamy. Ooh.
She's giving Beyonce a run for her money, man.
She is right now. No, it's a one and done deal. That's what he says.
One and done.
Yeah. Both your armpits.
One and done. We take you one time and you're done.
Same time. Both armpits. Done.
Ooh. I wish I did mine like that. I had my armpits waxed before. I should do both at the same time. I could do it.
I've never done armpits, but I've done bikini, Brazilian wax. That's all I've done.
Armpits aren't that bad. They just kind of feel like, like when you get that like heat, like it's warm feeling afterwards. It burns a little bit, but you just get like warm. But it's totally worth it. For sure.
Yep.
I would do I want like that, what is it? Laser hair removal.
Mm-hmm.
Totally want that.
Me too. I know.
That would be great. And a butt plug with a tail for when we wax his butthole.
The images, bro.
Can we do it in bucks colors? Can we do like a bucks color, red and orange? Do they make those?
Right? He says, he looks like a hotter version of G.I. Jane with a hat on. Oh, whatever. Anyways.
That was a good movie.
Because I wear a hat like all the time at work because I don't feel like doing my hair in the morning. When I wake up, I just throw on a hat and I'm out the door. and he sees me like every day with a hat on. That's probably why he's saying that. But anyways, he says no armpits. Why?
Too
Yes,
late.
He sealed his own fate.
Too late.
we're
He
doing
did.
we're doing it.
He sealed his own
That's
fate.
the only thing we can really do, except like we can't do like the groin area because Facebook or YouTube will like kick us out. Oh, he has to have it for power. Really? Do you?
Power of the pits.
Power of the pits. Power P. Power pits. He says gross, JoJo.
That's too
Oh my
funny.
god. Wow. All right. What are we on right now? Manscaping. We already touched on that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's good with manscaping. Cool. Our final topic of the night. We're already going like 3.5 hours in, but hey, who cares, right? We're doing our thing. All right, Montana, do you want to go first? Do you want to say what you're thankful for this year?
A lot to be continued. I'm not going to disclose yet, but I am thankful.
Lots to be continued.
I am very thankful right now. And hopefully by the end of this year, it'll be the best year of my entire life. Is that too vague? Someone's lagging. Is it me or is it? Uh-oh. We got lags going. Andrea, are you there?
No. I love that. I love that answer. But it's also like you have to think about from January till now. Like we're in November now. What have you had happen to you in 11 months where
If you,
I know. I'm sorry.
let me. I can't. I don't understand you.
But
Is it me? Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So is it me or is it Ease?
My headphones just took a poop.
Oh,
They're old school.
coming.
so is it me? It's not.
Can you hear us, Andrea?
Oh, there. I can hear you now. No.
Mm-hmm.
She was speaking and I couldn't hear her. I could hear like every other 3 words. And my shit's gonna die before I can answer, but
What do you new question?
yeah, this is the last one. And I wanted to
That's
see your
heavy.
kids before my shit died.
Yeah. It gives me time to think though.
Yeah.
That's a heavy question.
It's a big one.
For sure. Heavy.
She's gone back. She's gone back. There she is.
Okay. Hopefully I'm not right now.
I can hear you.
Okay. Perfect. So we are on this topic now. What are you thankful for this year? And Hannah was going in on it.
I was just saying it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen this year. But if I had to pick something, it would be this is so corny, but you guys and the support from you guys and doing these and being a part of these things really got me through like depressing, shitty times. So Yeah, absolutely. Meeting you guys and being a part of this gave me something to look forward to and be happy about. So,
I love you.
so yeah, that's all I got.
I love that. So, I guess, do you want to go, Andrea, or you want me to go first?
I'm with Montana. Like, ever since my first time, was it last week? I felt I needed this. That's exactly how I felt afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You needed it.
I'll
How
keep
did
it simple.
you need
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, absolutely. I needed it. I'm thankful to wake up, take a breath. I'll keep it simple.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Thankful for that and thankful for you guys to be here too, to share that.
Well, we love having you part of it. So,
I like that.
E's turn.
Mm-mm.
Ah, gosh, if I could kill something, it'd be your Wi-Fi.
Aw. I love that too. Can you guys hear me? Okay? Can you hear me or am I lagging still?
You're lagging, but I can hear you now. Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Burp.
Nope. So
Ah.
close. So close, yet so far.
Sometimes I think it has to do with like the day and the time. So it's 10:30 on a Friday night. Everybody's on their phone, on the internet, trying to like swipe left and right while
Swipe
they're
left.
out. And think about it.
I,
Maybe. I could be wrong. I could
no, I
totally be
think,
wrong.
I think you're right. I've never seen anyone actually on Tinder. Like, I've never seen anyone like. I don't even know what the app looks like, but I know that it's a thing, and I don't know which way is left or right. What if you keep swipe the wrong ones, and I have a whole bunch of. It's a different podcast.
How do you what oh that's a good podcast for
Is
next
it
time.
left or right?
What makes it well think about like what is it? What's the one that girls can talk first? Bumble? Bumble is a dating app where the girl has to initiate the first message. You can swipe left and right and you can connect. You can see like who you match with, but at the end of the day, the girl has to send the first message. And back when I was single, out of all the dating apps, I actually had a lot of fun with that one
So,
because
so
I
if
don't
you
know.
didn't like them, you go left.
I don't know. It just depends on the night. Because sometimes I would sit around with some girlfriends just for fun, like drinking wine. Like I had a chick that I used to work with that I really wasn't successful in like dating, whether it be online dating or just dating in general. So I kind of was like, well, get set account and I'll show you how it works. And I don't know, sometimes I'd go on there and just kind of be goofy and just like people that I would match, I would just message them funny things. There was a guy I matched with. There was a picture of him and a koala, and I'm like, oh, what are you qualified to do? Like what kind of qualified fun do you like? I don't know, just exactly, just kind of clown a little bit, and it breaks the ice. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't care what happens,
Right.
but it would just kind of get you comfortable in being yourself.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. I didn't care. I didn't, I didn't really care.
Nothing to lose there.
And
She's
depending,
back.
I don't know if they didn't have a profile, no message. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, that's a bad sign.
So I know why you were there. I
Yeah.
need some kind of substance. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
She's back.
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
You're back.
Hopefully my shit won't lag again. Brandon says, I'm thankful for my podcast doing well and thankful for meeting E. Thankful just for my life taking a different direction. I've been pretty motivated lately. That's good. I like
Mhm.
that. I like that comment. Well, thanks. Thanks for that. And Matthew says, I'm thankful for everything, both good and bad. The bad had to happen to give more appreciation for all the good.
Mhm.
I agree with
Amen.
yes. Glad you can be a part of this show, Andrea, says Brandon.
Yay. Raise the roof.
And we are definitely glad you're a part of the show. Grateful for that.
Oh, thank you.
And
You guys are awesome.
he says, tonight was good, y'all. Great show, ladies. Very entertaining. Thank you. That's awesome. Good to hear good feedback every once in a while, you know?
Love it.
Instead of just all negative all the time. I like the positivity. Um, so I guess I'll go before my internet messes up again. I'm definitely thankful for this show, our podcast, meeting you guys. I'm very grateful for that. Myself, King Clips, Black Earth, we all created this podcast during the middle of the quarantine, just to like have like a little outlet and a place to like speak on what we want to speak on. I've never done anything like this before quarantine. I actually hated speaking in front of people. Um, I actually am terrified of it. I took a class in college, and in college I was also terrified, even though my class was like 6 people. But I was like having to speak in front of people was just like I got very anxious about it. But this doesn't feel like that. Like this feels like I'm speaking to my friends, or we're having like a girls' night, or just talking amongst people. And it's not, I don't see everybody else who is also watching this. So it kind of makes it a little easier in a way to talk. Um, but I'm thankful for I'm actually thankful that COVID happened in a way, just because of I was able to branch out of my everyday kind of life to create this podcast with these other members, or like do something out of the box, because I I was not laid off from my job, but I couldn't work for a long time just because I'm in the food industry, and it's totally different for us not being able to like work or have a job where we can't work from home. So that was a complete eye opener for me. I was just like, well, I have to figure out something. I have to do something to have some kind of income coming in at the moment, because I've always been in food industry. So for that to just basically shut down, it was like an eye opener for me. Like I was like, well, what else am I good at? What else can I do? What else can I do to make money? So that's probably why I have like 3 jobs right now, because I'm just so ambitious I'm afraid that I won't work, or I won't make money, or I won't like um, be able to pay my bills. So I'm just like really like go, 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 get it all the time. Um, so I don't know. I'm thankful for it, because it pushed me. It pushed me more. It pushed me harder to do the things that I needed to do in life and get to where I need to be. Um, so yeah, I mean, now I have 3 jobs, and I have my own place. And before, when quarantine was going on, I didn't have that. I didn't have anything. I had nothing. I was staying with somebody that wasn't a great environment to live in. It pushed me harder to get out of that environment. It pushed me to open up to new experiences, and it just opened my eyes to have more skills in life other than what I went to school for. So I'm thankful for getting out of my comfort zone. I'm thankful for meeting new people. I'm thankful for having my own podcast and meeting wonderful, amazing ladies like yourself, Andrea, like Montana, like Tweet, like all the other women and men have been on my podcast. I'm thankful for just having, my kids with me. Uh, they're supporting me, and I support them, and they understand like my struggle. They understand what I'm going through. They're like they're what I strive like
They're your
to
why.
be harder and to go
They're your
harder
why.
for. So if I didn't have them, like I don't know, I wouldn't. I don't know where I would be. That kind of thing. Like
They are your
that's
why.
what I live for. So it's really nice to just have that ambition to make sure like they're set. So that's what I'm thankful for.
They're your why.
Where did Montana go? I don't know. What happened to
I
her?
don't know.
Can you
You're
hear me?
lagging,
Can you
but
hear
I'm
me
like
okay?
keeping up. I'm keeping up.
Andrea?
I can hear you. It's because your like movements are
Oh.
different. Though I can still hear you and like fine.
Where this I think I'm lagging. I don't think she can hear me.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh my hand. So
Montana, where are you?
you can hear me?
All I'm
So
saying is after this show, I had so
you
much fun. I
can
need a new pair of headphones
hear
because my
everything I'm
headphones just
saying?
ripped out my
Or
computer and just split in two.
oh my god. So but can you hear me right now or am I lagging still?
You're lagging a little bit. It's 10:49 and you're in Tampa. Everybody's swiping left and right at the bars, taking your internet. College kids.
Okay, nobody can hear me anymore, but I'm gonna post this comment. E is a strong woman, so take notes, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Good night. Go to bed.
Yeah. Be by yourself though.
And his vocabulary going to sleep.
Oh, close out. All right, so I guess we're gonna end the show tonight. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying and we can end this show. So I just want to say thank you, Andrea, for coming on tonight. I really appreciate that. And um, yeah, we'll definitely have you on in the future. Don't know if anybody's gonna hear me, but yeah, we're gonna go. Just want to say goodbye to all of our viewers who are watching. Hopefully you can hear me. Who knows? But figure it out tomorrow. Appreciate that. And we are going to